And welcome, good afternoon, everybody. It's Beaver Stadium on a Saturday afternoon. We've got some community college football coming up very, very soon. The American River College Beavers taking on the number 7 state-ranked Butte College Roadrunners. Mark the Phantom Lowe here, and my partner today was doing my job a couple of weeks ago. We're moving him over. He's very versatile. He runs the show. His name is Stones McCoy. Stones, how you doing, bud?
I'm wonderful, and I'm really glad to be sitting next to my buddy, my partner, my pal, and the greatest play-by-play guy that I've ever worked with in the Phantom. So it's really good to be here.
It's just the only guy you've ever
That's
worked
true,
with.
That's
true.
That's
Stones,
true.
you picked a good one to sit in on because, they, as I said, the number 7 Butte College Roadrunners taking on our American River College Beavers. I talked to Coach O yesterday, and we'll get into that conversation a little bit, but one of the things that really shone through, he has a lot of respect for a team that's 5-1 on the season and 1-0 in conference.
Well, you have to, especially if you look at what they've done so far. Butte has been tremendous on offense, and they've been really good on defense too. So, I mean, you're up against it, and you're 1-5 currently and 1-0 in conference. So, this is going to be a huge test for the ARC Beavers.
Yeah, they've had a situation where this is, I think, our 4th year doing this, and for the most part, the Beavers take time in the preseason to sort things out, and then once they hit the conference, they hit the ground running. They've won the conference 3 years in a row. This year, of course, this is a key game as far as doing that, but even so, this year an 0-5 start, and I talked to Coach O about it yesterday, and he really thinks his team has the maturity to go ahead and turn it around, but it's really going to be tough for them to put it all together against a team this good.
Well, it really is. I mean, we talked a little bit off camera to get things started here today. When you have a team as well balanced as Butte, right, and you're really not sure on offense what you're going to be doing. Are you going to be running the ball? Are you going to be throwing the ball? You're kind of 50-50 right now. They do both things really well on defense. So you're going to have to find find another hole to exploit. I know Coach O is going to be all over that, and he's going to be looking to his offense to really find those holes today.
Well, let's look at Butte College offense. Amari Cooper is their quarterback. He's a freshman. He's thrown for almost 1,200 yards. He's rushed for another 150. He keys at 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's got Najee Dade, the wide receiver. Niall Raby is the running back at 672 yards. And the thing you mentioned, Stones, is they're so balanced. They run for 206. They throw for 198. And so basically when you're a defense with the Beavers have, it's kind of like pick your poison. What do you want to stop? I guess you stop the run first.
Well, yeah, I think you stop the run first, especially when they're only allowing they're allowing us 70 rush yards a game right now. So, I mean, that's just an impressive stat to be able to point to. But ARC's always been a run first kind of team, and you'll be able to figure that out today when they get line it up against that defense.
Yeah, they just ran for over 370 yards against Shasta in a win last week, their first win of the season. But the thing about that win, and I talked with Coach O about it, and he was very, very upfront about it, is the team was flagged for over 230 yards in penalties, which is an astounding total. It may be a record. I don't know.
It is, yeah.
Now, he did point out that it was a road game, and they were assessed 19 penalties, and the home team just 3, which factors into it. But still, the average yardage per penalty is pretty high up there.
Yeah.
And he did talk about the maturity of his team, that they get way too many penalties of the 15-yard variety. And obviously you can't do that against a team like Butte.
Well, you can't do that, especially when they're only allowing 20 points a game.
Yeah.
You know, if they're only allowing 20 points a game and you're going to, put up 10 to 12 penalties, I don't see how you get a W. But, a lot goes out to the ARC Beavers getting that 34-20 victory against Shasta, even with that amount of penalties. So it can be done, but it's definitely not the blueprint that you want to use.
Yeah, the thing about last week is they got to the middle of the fourth quarter and they're tied at 20. And, if you're sitting there with 19 penalties in your pocket, you're kind of feeling snake bit. They did come out with 2 touchdowns in that last couple of minutes and take the win. But when you look at today, as you mentioned a couple of times, Butte's defense, their defensive statistics are quite impressive. They allow only a little over 300 total yards in a ball game, and only 70 of those come on the ground. And the Beavers, 180 of their yards of their total of 325 come on the ground. So we got kind of a battle there, and maybe that's something that we're going to see early on, how it's going to go for the Beavers, because I think they'll come out, they'll probably try to run the ball, and we'll get some feedback right away.
Well, and if that's the case, and that's what ARC is going to do, it's really going to rely on that front 5 of ARC's offensive line.
Sure.
I mean, one of the issues, and we've seen this in the games leading up to today, the offensive line they haven't been able to hold it together for 4 quarters, and they're becoming a little porous, and so they're getting into the back. The defenses are getting into the backfield and disrupting the timing. The offensive line is going to be key to this game for Beavers to be able to run the ball. If they can't run the ball, they're going to have to go to the passing game.
And let's look at that passing game. Let's look at the Beavers offense. We talked about the quarterback Amari Cooper on the Butte side. Franco Curry is the quarterback for the Beavers. He started the season off in the wide receiver room. So
Yes,
that's not exactly ideal. Coach O's talking about he was the 6th quarterback he's run out there this year. And he does have Jet Harris back today. He's been cleared. So Jet will be backing up Franco Curry. And he also has Whit Cruz. But Franco Curry has come out. He has thrown for 158 yards, 22 of 36. He's run for 136 yards. And Stones, the thing that Coach O stressed to me is, first of all, they're going to have to try to run the ball because that's what they do. But if they're going to go to the air, Jaden Anderson, number 7, is the guy who stands out. He's the guy that Coach O really thinks he's a blue chipper, and they really have to try to get him the ball.
I couldn't agree with that more. And here's the other thing is that I'm not sure that Butte has seen somebody in the quarterback position who's got the wheels that a Curry has.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is he's an absolute dual threat quarterback. We know he can throw the ball. We've seen it. Okay, but he can also run the ball. Just about 50-50 in his last start. It really kind of it set the tone, and I really think that's what allowed them to pull ahead of Shasta there in the 4th quarter. So it's going to be up to Butte. They're going to have a spy on a Curry. They're going to have to be seeing where he's going, and that's going to make a huge difference.
That's a great point. I think we'll see that early on because we'll find out how they play against the Beavers early on in that first series and first and second series. Zaire Eastman had the big rushing game last week. He is number 5. He's rushed for for over 268 yards. Nathan Crawford supposed to be back in the lineup today. The running back from 12 Bridges, he leads the team with 370 yards. As we mentioned, Anderson, Luis Torres on the other side with 14 catches. And we've watched, as I said, for 4 years now, the Beavers, and they've always been known for their tight ends. This year, Josh Feuerbach is the leading tight end receiver, but they have 3 or 4 tight ends that have factored in the offense. And I'm really looking for that today when they're trying to attack a defense as varied as Butte.
Well, they're very high on the tight end room, and they have been. They started the preseason really high on the tight end room. They had 6 or 7 guys in there that they felt really, really comfortable with going through. And as the season's progressed, each one of them has got a little bit of feel to it, so they've kind of seen what they can do. This is the game, and you just said it. The Beavers have always been a second-half team. Getting into conference play and then really buckling down. This is going to be that game for all those tight ends, that whole room to really kind of break out and give a Curry some open looks and be able to move that ball downfield.
Okay, so we're just about ready to get started here from Beaver City. Mark the Phantom Lone, Stones McCoy here on the Beavers pregame. Riley the engineer's over there. Logan's working today too. Is that Logan over there?
Yes, we have the newest member of the team, Logan Toy. That would be the Toy's youngest. I actually like this guy better than the older one.
He's much brighter. I can tell that. I talked to him one time, and he made sense.
Well, and he has all his hair. That's the other thing.
Very nice head of hair. Before we go, look through the mists of time, your crystal ball, and find me one player on the Beavers offensively that you think it really has to step forward or will step forward in this one.
Well, I don't want to keep going back to Frank Curry, but I just think
he is the quarterback.
But I think he is the dual threat that changes this. Now, listen, Butte and ARC have played in the past, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, Jet Harris was the last starting quarterback that faced Butte, okay? Jet Harris is a runner, okay? But he's no Frank Curry when it comes to running the ball. I'm not sure that they're prepared for that. I actually see Frank Curry really beating up this Butte team with his legs today.
There you got it. Stones McCoy picks the quarterback for the Beavers. They're going to take on a team that's number 7 ranked in the state and really defensively scare all the opponents, allowing just 70 yards on the ground. So that's a look, our pregame here for the Beavers versus the Butte College Roadrunners. We're back in a couple of minutes with a kickoff, and boy, it's going to be a good one out here from Beaver Stadium. Just hang tight. We'll be right back with the football game.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towne. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari Building.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kidder. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Welcome to another American River College athletics broadcast, coming to you live from Beaver Stadium on the beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. It's almost time for Beavers football. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth, to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action. It's Beaver football, and it starts now.
Yes, it does start now. Beaver Stadium, the site for Beaver football today. I am Mark the Phantom Lowe. We'll leave that legend part out of it. Stones McCoy is with me. Maybe you're the legend, Stones. I don't know.
Doubt it.
The Beavers will be receiving the kickoff from the Butte College Roadrunners. The Roadrunners have an excellent kicker, number 49, Lane Garner, who's 9 of 10 of field goals and 26 of 26 in extra points. It looks like it's Jaden Anderson will be one of the receivers for the Beavers. The other one will be Colby Eckhart. And so we are ready to get started. Number 7 ranks Butte College Roadrunners. That kick is going to be fair caught by Anderson at the 6-yard line. So Jaden Anderson, who's one of the picks to click, at least for Coach O. Coach Osterhout, talking to him yesterday, he is looking to get Jaden Anderson out there. And Stones, you pick Frank Curry, and so he'll come out and bring his offense out here to start 1st and 10. The ball is placed at the, I'm waiting to see where the ball is placed with the fair catch. If it's the 25 or the 30, it looks like it'll be the 25-yard line. Curry wearing number 0 is running back. It looks like number 24.
Yeah, Nathan Crawford.
That's Nathan Crawford. Thank you, Stones, from 12 Bridges. So he's got 2 backs. Crawford is to his right. He'll hold on to it, and Curry gets by 1. He gets up to the 29, to the 30, to the 31. And I guess, Stones, he heard what you were saying because he took it off himself and picked up 6.
He absolutely did. Jude Mendoza from Bishop and Reno, Nevada making the tackle there, but not before. He's able to pick up quite a few.
Yeah, and he faked the handoff to Crawford and took off on his own, broke 1 tackle, and a good first down play for the Beavers. It'll be 2nd down and 4 yards to go. They're now on the 31-yard line. They send Luis Torres out to the right. Crawford is next to Curry. The second back, I believe, is Eastman. We'll check that out. There's a handoff. This time it goes to Crawford. He breaks through, stumbles up to the 40, and maybe if he keeps his feet, Stones, he'll get more, but a nice first down for the Beavers.
Absolutely. Beautiful run up the middle there for the first down for ARC, moving the chains there. Kind of just got an ankle tackle there, and but just spilled him to the ground, but they got the first.
Yeah, picked up 8 yards on that one, so it's first down and 10 yards to go on the 39-yard line. Now in the I formation is Crawford behind Curry. Beavers with the single receivers out to the right and the left. Going to turn and hand that to the short back, and he stumbles and will get just 1 yard. Get a number on that. I think that's 83. That is Tamel Horton, who Coach O said he might try in the backfield.
It's Tamel Horton. As soon as he pulled his jersey down, the 83 exposed itself, and we were able to see that. Unfortunately, just tripped up in the backfield. He may have actually just had the turf monster come up and grab him there.
He's out of Clovis, and he has been moved from the wide receiver room back to the running back room, and he is with Crawford and Curry in the backfield as we go 2nd down and 9 yards to go. That one is held on by Curry. He'll pitch it, and there's no room outside for Tamel Horton, and that was the option to the short side, Stones, and once they pitched it, they really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, you get 83 out there, Horton, trying to find some room out there, but the entire left side of the defense just kind of swarmed around him. Ty Williams was one of the first guys there to bring him down.
Yeah, a couple of numbers to look for. Jeremiah Johnson, number 0, a 6'3", 240-pound lineman. Also number 6, Jonah Flowers, a linebacker. 2 guys that Coach O mentioned yesterday when I talked to him as standout defenders on the Butte College team. So we got 3rd down now and 11 yards to go. Let's see if he's going to have a trouble handling the snap, so he'll have to take off. He'll get 2 or 3 yards until he's gang tackled at about the 42-yard line. And Stones, it looked like that was going to be a run all the way, but the snap slowed him down a little bit.
Snap did slow him down a little bit, and that's going to bring out the punting unit for the Beavers now. But a good, nice starting drive for ARC, at least moving the ball down. And, of course, Frank Curry, the new quarterback / wide receiver, doing it with his legs so far.
Got 1 first down before they were stopped, and Landon Richardson, the punter, will come out. He's averaging about 34 yards a punt. Kind of a tough snap. He gets it. Gets a good foot into it. Fair catch going to be called for and taken by number 15. That's Jaden Seiler, right around the 27-yard line. So Stones 1 first down, and then they're stopped. They didn't go to the air. Does that surprise you at all?
It doesn't really surprise me. Like we talked about in the pregame, there's going to be a lot of running the ball today, especially when you take one of your best running assets, you move him to the quarterback position. I think you're going to be doing a lot of running today. I was a little shocked on 3rd down, though. They did have Jaden Anderson one-on-one at the top of the zone there, and they didn't even look towards him. So we'll see how it plays out.
Amari Cooper in the shotgun for the Butte College Roadrunners. That is Dade in motion coming back, and he's faked it. The handoff is to Mal Raby, and he is going through defenses all the way up to the 45-yard line. number 5, the sophomore out of West Valley in Cottonwood, who leads the team with over 670 yards. And Stones, that is a discouraging sight, not just the game, but the fact that nobody really touched him until he got to the 44.
Well, the guy that touched him, Braden Grover out of Roseville, California, was there to put the stop down, but absolutely, he had a lot of room to run there, and that's not what you want if you're the Beavers.
Gain of 17 for Raby, and he will look at a first down and 10 yards to go from the 44-yard line of the Roadrunners. There is a quick pass out to the right side to Dade. He makes the catch, but the Beavers are swarming him there. Dade, the leading receiver, with 16 catches for over 200 yards, but Stones that time, that was a great job by the Beavers.
Absolutely. Cade Miller right there, defensive lineman, is getting all of his action right up at the front and brings him down for a minimal gain. It's going to bring up now second down.
Yeah, Cade Millard second on the team in tackles, and he is also has a pair of sacks on the season, so he has been all over the field for the Beavers defense, and they're going to need that today against these Roadrunners as they split 3 out to the left, and the Beavers a little bit slow on coverage. Cherry, it's second down and about 9 yards to go. He'll come back. He'll roll to his left. He's a left-handed quarterback, and he'll throw that and off the hands of the receiver. That's number 14, Aiden Turner, the tight end. And so the one thing I got to love about that is the pressure.
Absolutely. The pressure was great. And then on the outside, Edgar Montez, he was right there in the face of the receiver, making sure that even if he made that catch, nothing else was going to happen. Edgar's Montez out of Elk Grove, California, so another local guy getting some run today.
Yeah, another guy up high on the tackle list for the Beavers. Third on the squad. So here we go, 3rd and 9, and this is an early big play, it looks like, for the Beavers defense. You've got a potent offense coming in here. You've got him in 3rd and long. Let's see what Cherry is going to do back there. He will fake the handoff. He is under pressure. He is grabbed, and he is sacked back on the 34-yard line by the Beavers.
Colin Bray, big sack for the ARC Beavers. Colin Bray out of Placer.
Placer.
Auburn guy. That's right. So Bray back there, and that's going to get them out off of defense and get the ball back into ARC's hands.
Yeah, you can't look at it any way it could have been any better. Bray with his 3rd sack of the season to lead the team, and no chance for Cherry to get rid of that one. And coming out to punt, let's see, for the Roadrunners. And that is going to be a short punt. It's off to the right side. It'll stay on the field of play, though, and be down right on the 21. So it ended up pretty well for the Roadrunners, all the way down to the 21. The Beavers will take over 1st and 10.
Good job by Colby Eckhart to kind of let that one check out of bounds. I mean, you weren't the short punt there. You weren't going to be able to get much of the return yard. So better than to let it go out of bounds, stop the clock, get your offense a new fresh set of downs to get things going here.
Yeah, if you don't know which way it's going to bounce, and that one had a weird spin on it, you let it go. 2 punters for the Roadrunners: number 91 Ashton Carr, number 86 Diego Sanchez. So here is a Curry for the second possession for the Beavers. He's got Crawford. Let's see if it's Tim L. Horton back there with him again. He'll hand it off down the middle. There's a little bit of a hole, but a fine tackle. That was number 32, Javen Hudson of the Roadrunners, and he'll drop the ball carry after perhaps a gain of 2.
I think Butte's starting to narrow in here on the fact that there's a lot of running going on, and that front 5, front 4, depending on what they're running at the moment, really in tune with that. Everybody shifted over to the right side of the line and was able to stop that run for minimal gain.
Interesting, we haven't seen, as far as I know, Zaire Eastman yet, who had a big game last week. We have Horton and Crawford in the backfield so far, number 83 and number 24 with the Curry, who sports the number 0. Second down, let's call it 9 yards to go. The ball on the 22. He's going to hold on to it. Curry's breaking through. He breaks the tackle to 30, cuts back, and is dropped at the 35-yard line. So there's your guy, Stones. He's going to make it happen himself, and he certainly did on that play. First down, Beavers.
He is absolutely using those legs and getting the first down. Coming in for the stop there was number 24, Jalen Nowaskis out of Salem, Oregon.
Yeah.
So he's there to put the stop on ARC, but not before the first down.
One thing I noticed on Butte College roster, they have maybe half of them are from out of state.
Yes, they are.
They have a lot of Floridas and a lot, so more power to them. First down for the Beavers, ball at the 35. They have not put the ball in the air yet. Curry's going to hand that one off, coming on the right side. I think that's Crawford, but he is gang tackled Looks like number 1, Nikhil Lawrence, was one of the guys in there, and Crawford is dropped for, we'll call it no gain, 2nd and 10.
Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Nikhil Lawrence. So one of those guys you're talking that's not even from the area, coming in and making a really nice play to stop the Beavers for no gain.
Well, let's call it they lost.
Oh, yeah, we got a loss of a yard there.
Because the sticks are at the 35, the ball's at the 34, so 2nd and 11. Beavers have gone with 2 backs with a Curry the whole time. The first 2, they've got 1 in the tailback formation. 7:40 to go. That's a handoff right up the middle looking for a hole, and there is no hole. Jeremiah Johnson, one of the Roadrunners up there, but there were a host of them, stopping the Beavers for once again no gain.
Javin Hudson and Kai Baugh, 2 of the forefront 4 for the Roadrunners today in there on that tackle. They're only rushing 4 right now, so I think that tells you everything you need to know about how the Roadrunners are going to be playing defense right now.
And if you check him out, you got Jeremiah Johnson, 6'3", 240, and the guy that's next to him, I can't see the number because his hair is there, he's a little beefier. So
6'1", 285. Yeah, that's Kai Baugh out of Crescent City, California.
So there you go. You've got all kinds up there, and it makes it tough to attack. 3rd down, we'll call it 10 yards to go. Ball just short of the 35-yard line. Curry going to look to the air. He's going to have to go, and he's got a little bit of room, 45-50, out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. And Stones, answer me the question, was that a prescribed quarterback draw or was it really a pass?
No, that was a prescribed draw. You knew that was from the jump. So running two wideouts to the left, 1 down here to the right, kind of trying to spread the defense out a little bit. He was able to take that one right up the gut, run out of bounds by Montez Randall out of New Orleans.
23-yard gain for Frank Curry, who is using the feet so far in this one and trying to keep the Beavers alive offensively. And he's got a 1st down at the 43-yard line as we go to 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Beavers' 2nd possession of the game. They got 1 first down the first time before they were stopped. There's a handoff. It looks like to Crawford. Crawford's got room, and again, a little bit of a stumble from Nathan Crawford, and we've got a little interplay here close to right below us, but nothing comes of it. So Crawford's going to get about 2 on the play.
Yeah, Javin Hudson from Yucca Valley, California, in there on the stop. It was him and the Turf Monster.
Yeah.
So a little bit of both there. It's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen him stumble out of the backfield. So maybe we've got to work on the footing there a little bit.
So Crawford versus the Turf Monster is like a featured.
It's a 1-for-1
on this
right now.
card right now. 2nd down, they gave him 3 yards to go. I gave him 2. So it's 8 yards to go on the 40-yard line. Curry's going to hold on to it. He's going to be tackled immediately, though, by number 11. That's Quentin Beeman, who was not taken in. And Stones, it looks like they're getting a little familiar. You mentioned it before. They're getting a little familiar with the playbook here.
Oh, the Roadrunners, they've got 4 up front, and they're definitely spying our guy back there, Frank Curry. So once they're seeing that was a complete option, you knew that was coming, and I think the Roadrunners diagnosed that right from the jump. They were able to stop that for no gain.
Almost 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score on the board yet for either squad. Curry will be the quarterback. It is, again, Tamel Horton is one of the running backs along with Nathan Crawford. Curry again holds on to it. That ball pops out near midfield, scooped up by Butte, and they're not going to get him. That is number 11, Quentin Beeman. He will go all the way and pick it up. A 48-yard fumble return as a flag flies late, but I don't know if it'll affect the play. And Stones, I mean, if you're going to put a list of the things that can't happen, that's number 1 for the Beavers.
Well, ball security has got to be key, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of running, and the ARC Beavers will be doing that today. But Frank Curry just not being able to hold on to that ball, pops right out, right into the hands of Quentin Beeman, who's able to run that back. I'd say, 35 or so yards for the score?
Say 48 because he picked it up right on this side of the 50-yard line.
That's why I have you next to me.
Well, and then, we'll talk about it a little bit more after this extra point. Lane Garner will make the try for Butte College out of Chico, California, Pleasant Valley High. So kind of a local guy right there.
There you go.
And a heck of a kicker, 9 of 10 in field goals, and he hasn't missed an extra point all season. So he will try to put the cherry on top of this one, but he'll have to wait until his team has the requisite 11 players. And it's just something you got to do once in a while. Snap is good, kick is up, kick looks good, and it is good. So 7 points on the board. And Stones, what I was going to say is I talked with Coach O yesterday, and he said, one of the problems, he said, Phantom, he says, first he calls me Phantom, he has no idea what my name is.
I love that.
He says, the reason we're 0-5 is we haven't managed the football.
Yeah.
And that is exactly, I mean, you point to that as the prime example of that. You've got a drive going. It's your second possession. Defensively, you had a good possession the first time, and now you're on your second possession. You're moving the ball, and then all of a sudden you get a play like that, and it just undercuts everything.
Well, and the Beavers have yet to throw the ball, so it's allowing the Roadrunners to really focus in on the run. And as they are really focused on the run, if you're going to do that, ball security's got to be your top priority. So, yeah, this is just an unfortunate way for the Beavers to have this one start. However, it's early. There's 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. They can get the ball back, and they've shown that they can move the ball down the field. So let's just get back to that. Let's try to bury this one and see what we can do with that next possession.
And you wonder how many hits a guy can take. A Curry at 6'1", 190 is not small by any measure, but he's not big by the football measure, and he's been hit probably at least a half dozen times already. So,
not when the defensive line is about 280 all the way along. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So Garneau get ready to kick it off. Eckhart, I believe, and Anderson probably back there again for the Beavers. Stone said 4:43 to go here in this first quarter. That is a short kick, and again, Anderson is going to call for a fair catch at the 12. And if you're going up to the 25, it looked like he had a little more space. Maybe take that one to get a shot. Anderson, one of the best athletes in the conference.
No, that's what I was just going to point out. Is a little odd that both of these balls have been kicked over to Jaden Anderson, and he has fair caught both of them. Now, I understand them getting the ball up at the 25, and it allows your offense to get set and all of those things. When you're an athlete like that and you're now down 7-0, I'd like to see him try to move that ball out, at least past the 30-yard line.
And you get the sense that that's something that he was told to do. It's not like he's looking at it because, I mean, guys want to run with the ball.
100%.
So we're surmising there. But here we go. It is first down and 10 yards to go at the 25-yard line. Beavers' third possession. First one first down and then stopped. The next one, a couple of first downs and then a fumble. Our Curry is going to hand it up the middle, and a flag comes in as the running back goes down. I believe that was Crawford, but he's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage if that.
Kai Baugh in there for another tackle for loss for the Road Runners out of Crescent City, California. Attended Del Norte.
So number 7 on the defense, that's Ty Williams, is going to be called, and the Beavers are going to get a break right there. We talked about the fact that penalties hurt them last week. Penalties are helping them right here as the 15-yard penalty will bring the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and I believe Ty Williams was actually involved in the breakup of that fumble that Roadrunners were able to take back. So you have a good play to get you going, and then you commit the penalty to help out the Beavers.
So first and 10 to go, ball on the 40-yard line. A Curry with Horton and Crawford in the backfield. We have not seen Zaire Eastman to the best of my knowledge. And that handoff is going to Crawford. He's trying to go around the left side. Dodges one. Johnson's pursuing him, but Crawford somehow gets 4 yards out of a play that I thought was destined to fail, Stones. And he had Jeremiah Johnson chasing him from the left end formation, but he was gang tackled by about 2 or 3 Roadrunners after a gain of 4.
You don't want Johnson chasing you the way that, I mean, that's just scary. That's like Derrick Henry chasing me down the street. It's going to freak me out every time, but he was able to chase him down, but not before he got picked up a couple of yards there to give them a little bit more manageable second down.
Yeah, it looked like a much more successful play than when it was initiated. So 2nd and 6, ball in the 44 for the Beavers, who trailed this one 7-0. The defense scoring the touchdown. Quentin Beeman with a 48-yard fumble return. That's a straight-ahead handoff. I think that's Horton going straight ahead. Might have got to the 46, but it'll bring up a 3rd and 4, probably 5 for the Beavers. And this, Stones, this has been the distance that's difficult for them because they haven't thrown the ball yet, and yet it's a long distance to cover for a run.
It really is, and when you're doing that, you're allowing the defense to set back their courage. Asawe Jr., defensive lineman out of Sparks, Nevada, in there to really fill those gaps and bring the runner down right there at I think he said the 46.
Yeah, 3rd and 4, a long 4. Torres is split out to the right. He is one-on-one out here. Curry is going to hand it off, and that is going to go nowhere as a 1 or perhaps 2 yard gain on third down, and let's see what the Beavers are going to do. They're going to punt it. So they had 4 or 5, a long 4 Stones, and decided, hey, we're going to run the ball. We've run it pretty well so far, but there was nothing there.
Well, yeah, Jeremiah Johnson, the game wrecker, if you will, on defense for the Roadrunners. He was there along with our guy Kai Baugh again.
Yeah.
So the defense is holding up their end of the bargain right now. Beavers are going to have to find another way around that defense.
They've had a couple of successful runs, but just not enough to sustain a long drive. So here's Richardson to do the punting. Gets the foot in it. It's going to be caught and then tackled immediately at the 21-yard line. So that's the one I thought should be a fair catch. Again, it was number 15, Jaden Seiler, and the Beavers special team Stones on that one right away.
Jason Evans, the special teamer from Lodi. He was in there, 5'10", 205 sophomore. Was able to make the tackle and bring him down for no gain.
Yeah, he hit a guy right in his face, and he didn't call for a fair catch.
No.
And he paid the price, to be quite honest. First down and 10 yards to go. We'll call it the 22-yard line of the Roadrunners. They've had one offensive possession, and really the Beavers shut them down in that possession. The only score of the game, a defensive score from Quentin Beeman on a fumble return. So it's Amari Cooper, the quarterback. He's going to look to pass to his right. Holds on. He's got a guy deep, and he has caught it and knocked down at the 48-yard line. That's number 14, Aiden Turner, the tight end. And that was one of those stop-and-go Stones, very successful for the Roadrunners.
That was beautiful. He actually kind of a 5-yard in and out, and just got the linebacker to bite there. DB fell down. It was wide open pass. I mean, it's not something you draw up every day when the defensive back falls down, but you get the huge play, and now you're across midfield.
33-yard gain for the Roadrunners. First and 10 on the 45-yard line. Mark at the 45 with Cooper in the shotgun. He's got one running back behind him. He hands it off to him. Gets a little bit of room. That's number 5 now, Raby. And he'll get down inside the 40, down to the 39. He's their leading rusher. And you get the feel, Stones, you watch those two plays, that's more like the Butte offense they've been running all year.
Absolutely. Edgar Montez in there for the stop out of Elk Grove, California. Big linebacker doing big linebacker things. Got to have to see a little bit more of that play from the Beavers defense.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Another handoff to Raby. He's got through. He's at the 35. Bounds his way down inside the 35 to the 33. The sophomore out of West Valley High in Cottonwood has given the Roadrunners another first down.
Mason Kelly out of Folsom also there for the stop. So they're all getting there, but the defensive line, they're getting right past them into the secondary.
Working quickly. Another one to Raby, but this time he has stopped, tries to change direction. Beavers right there to drop him for no gain, bring up a 2nd and 10.
Akio Martinson there, the defensive lineman out of, is that Del Oro?
Yeah, he's out of Del Oro, and
yeah.
he has been out for a while. Coach O mentioned yesterday that he would be coming back. Really looking forward to getting the big guy back in the lineup, and he makes a play right there to set up a second down now. And call it 10 yards to go. The ball on the 33-yard line. 20 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Butte with their first prolonged offensive drive of the game. Cooper, the quarterback. Looks short. He's going to come back to the other side. He throws it, and it's knocked down by the Beavers. Another example of good pressure by the Beavers, and then bring up a third down.
Number 99, Braden Grover, and that's a name we should be hearing quite a bit today. Braden Grover out of Roseville, California. 6'4", 315 sophomore. He's going to be affecting that defensive line, I can tell you right now, for the Beavers all day today.
It looked like Cooper wanted it. He was looking right because he was throwing people off and he was going to come back left, but all the Beavers were waiting for him as they make a couple of substitutions here in advance of this third down and 10 yards to go. Ball on the 33-yard line of the Roadrunners. 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cooper is in the shotgun. He's got nobody around him. He'll go back to pass. Beavers trying to put pressure up the middle. Cooper still right. He's going to run it. Beavers are right there, but he breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and he goes down inside the 20-yard line. And Stones, you've got to really, if you're a Beaver, you're sitting there going, we had him in our hands and we let him go.
We had him in our hands, but Gavin Malloy saved, I think, possibly saved a touchdown there by getting his hands on him, tripping him up right there around the 20-yard line, keeping him from finding the end zone there, Gavin Malloy out of El Dorado Hills, California.
That's a first down, and that'll end the first quarter. So with the ball on the 19 and the score, Butte 7 and American River College nothing. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with quarter number 2 right here on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium, quarter number 2 between the Roadrunners and the Beavers. Mark the Phantom Low along with Stones McCoy, Riley the engineer with us. Logan the scoreboard operator also with us for his first time as Cooper gets the snap from center, hands it off to Raby. He gets through, makes his way through inside the 10 or 15-yard line to the 14, and again, he kind of dodged a couple of Beavers getting their hands on him. Stones couldn't bring him down.
Isaac Estacio on the stop there. 6 foot 210 freshman out of Intercom. He's wearing the number 53, and he absolutely diagnosed that, kind of went right with the run and was able to get his hands on him. Oh, you got a flag on the play as well.
Flag on the play. We're going to get an offsides against the Beavers. So they might wipe that play off and take the 5 yards from the penalty and make it 1st and 5. Ball would be basically in the same place, I think.
I do believe that they, declined that one. They're going to go ahead and take that first down.
Let's see. He's going to mark it out over here, so it'll be down to the 14-yard line. There you go. So penalty accepted, 1st and 5 on the 14. Amari Cooper, the quarterback for the Butte College Roadrunners. He has scored 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's thrown for 10 on the season. He has now Raby, his running back, who has rushed for 7 touchdowns this season and over 670 yards coming in. And he will get the handoff, and he will be stopped this time. He might have got a yard, but nice job gang tackling by the Beavers to keep him to just a 1-yard gain.
What is that? Tremor Miles in there making a stop for the Beavers. No gain. Was there? No gain on the play. So that's wonderful for the Beavers to get that stopped right there. This is inside of the red zone, so the defense is going to have to step up, really come together and work as a unit here to keep them out of the end zone.
Coach Joe was talking about the fact that he's had several different groups on both offensive and defensive lines working in this season. So Tremor Miles in there this time, 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. He will hand it off to Raby again. And Raby gets to the outside, but he is pursued and he is dropped down by a couple of Beavers, and that's a big play by the ARC defense to bring up a 3rd down.
Shamonte Brown, a new guy in Sacramento, 6'5", 220 sophomore. I don't know how they build him this big anymore, but they do, and that was a beautiful tackle by him for minimal gain. I think they gave him 1 yard on the carry.
Yeah, Shamonte's been a standout all season long, has a couple of sacks on the year. He was a good player as well last year, but it's a 3rd down now. The ball is on the 13-yard line, so 4 yards to go for 1st down, and Cooper is going to back off, and he split 3 to the right side. He's looking to the middle. He's got a guy wide open, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Roadrunners. They spread it out. Let's see if we can get a number on the receiver there. I think that might have been number 17, DJ Horton on that one.
Yeah, we were just looking at that. Yeah, DJ Horton, I believe, was the one that came through that. I thought it was a tight end right over the middle, but it worked its way out. It was Horton over the middle.
Here is Lane Garner to try to put the extra point up. He is up, and he is still perfect on the season. So, yeah, Stones, they put 3 out to the right side, and Cooper looked over there, but all the time it was Horton coming back over the middle, and he was wide open inside the Beavers defense.
Well, and they were playing a little misdirection there. They ran the big old offensive lineman, 6'4", 300-pound George Brown out as well. Ran him out wide right, and as soon as the ball was snapped, he was smacking his hands, saying, throw me the ball. I was a little taken aback. I was watching him for a minute there, but, yeah. Pass was open right over the middle, and the Roadrunners take that lead.
Yeah, that was a very well-designed drive. A couple of those plays, the first pass that got him 33 yards, and Raby was breaking some tackles, and then the touchdown. So a well-designed drive by the Roadrunners, and they asserted themselves offensively right there after being held scoreless the first time they had the ball. So the Beavers down 14-0 now, and they have an offense which hasn't really put the ball in the air, and that's the thing. Stones, when you have an offense that's predicated on running, you worry about going down early, and that's exactly what's happened here.
Absolutely. In fact, I don't believe they put the ball in the air yet.
Yeah, exactly. So we have Anderson and Eckhart.
Yep, same two back there.
And Lane Gardner will send this one from our left to our right. 13:03 to go in the first half, and the Beavers trailing this one 14-0. And we're going to wave for another fair catch. That one at the 4-yard line, and we'll get it out to the 25, and the Beavers will start at 1st and 10 at the 25. So put your offensive coordinator hat on. Do you come out and try something different? Do you come out and keep doing the same thing? You've had some success. You've gotten some first downs, especially in the second drive before the fumble. So you've had some success, but now you're down 14.
Well, I think it's time for the Beavers to utilize an extension of the running game, which is the short screen passing as well. You know, you don't have to necessarily ask Frank Curry to air it out, but you can utilize the extension of the run game by just the short screen pass. But I wouldn't go too far away from what they've been doing so far because they've had some success.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 25. He's back to pass. He's going to do exactly what you said. He flips it to Crawford. Crawford breaks through 2 tacklers and gets all the way up at the 37-yard line. And Stones, that may actually have been a run because he might have thrown that backwards. But for the point, I think that's exactly what you were asking for.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. The Roadrunners have very much beefed up the defense as far as to focus in on the run. This gives you just another option, you know. You don't have to air it out. You don't have to throw it downfield, but just to kind of spread the ball around and keep that defense on their toes.
And put the ball in the hands of one of your playmakers in Nathan Crawford. So a 12-yard gain, 1st down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line of the Roadrunners. Beavers have 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right, and 2 on the other side of a Curry. He's back to pass. He has time. He's going to let one fly. He's got a man open. He's got it. Jaden Anderson makes the catch at the 20. He is all the way into the end zone for an American River College touchdown.
Absolutely gorgeous pass there by Frank Curry to Jaden Anderson. Jaden Anderson was one-on-one on the upper right-hand side and just beat his man off the ball. And all Frank Curry had to do is lay it out there for him.
Yes, it is. But when you've thrown the ball one time all game and it's only went about 4 yards in the air, to throw a ball 40 yards in the air like that
Pretty
on
beautiful.
the money, fantastic. And we saw right there a perfect snapshot of Jaden Anderson and why Coach Joe said he is the guy we've got to get the ball to. So here's Landon Richardson to try to put the camera on top. I think that was a jump right there by Butte College. That play has electrified the crowd here, electrified me. That was such a beautiful pass from McCurry.
That was offsides on the defense.
Maybe they move it close and they go for 2. I don't think so. It's way too early in the game to really do something like that.
They already declined it. They're just gonna retry the try.
And you want to cap it off with the extra point. Now,
Yes,
that's
you
a
do.
really good experience. You don't want anything to ruin it. So Richardson will set up again. See if we can get the number of the holder for him. Usually it's a backup quarterback, but the Beavers have gone through so many quarterbacks, you just never know. Snap is back, snap is good. Richardson pumps it through, and it's good.
Into the parking lot.
Into the parking lot, which is a good sign if it's straight into the parking lot.
That's right. You want me to tell you who the holder was?
I absolutely do.
Whit Cruz is back there doing the holding for the Beavers.
The 6'6" quarterback out of 12 Bridges. So that was electric right there. That is not, I did not expect like a 2-play touchdown drive from the Beavers to go 75 yards, but now they've got themselves back. Now let's see what the defense gets from that.
Well, that's the key right now. And we talked about this, as balanced as the Roadrunners are on offense on both sides. The defense for the Beavers is going to have to step up, and they're going to have to find their way to stopping either one, if not both, to really to cement this.
Yeah, to your point, 206 yards a game on the ground, 198 through the air. So really pick your poison when it comes to the Roadrunners. The first time out, the Beavers kind of shut them down. The second time out, we kind of saw where those numbers come from as they had the touchdown drive that ended up with the pass to DJ Horton, the freshman out of Weed, California. So here we go, 14-7 now, the Beavers trail. Richardson will let it fly. Looking for maybe number 15, Jaden.
We got number 15 back and number 7 back.
15 is Jaden Seiler. 7 is Ty Williams. And Richardson puts the foot in, and then at the 5-yard line, picked up by Williams. He's looking for a hole. He's found one. He's crossed diagonally through to the 22. So he ran a long way, Stones, but he didn't really get that many yards and ended up at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, interesting run back. It was nice nice defense. The Beavers kind of forcing them back to the middle of the field where the majority of their defense was waiting, and I believe that was number 27 for the Beavers on the stop, Ty Takashi. Out of Rockland, California. He was there for the defense. So that's where they're going to get started on the far side of their field.
Left hash mark at the 22. Yeah, the Beavers' special teams has been really good for the most part. The problem they've had is they come up with some inopportune penalties occasionally, and that really kind of sets them back, but they have been good on cover. So here is Cooper. He is motioning to his wide receiver to move back a little bit on the right side. He's got motion with the big guy. He's going to throw the ball. He's looking at the middle. He's got time. He ends up ducking it down to the 27, 28-yard line. The ball is out. Is it a fumble or was he down? I think they're calling that a fumble, a Beaver recovery.
Takashi, look at,
he got started.
He got started, and now he's going. The ball was thrown down to the big guy who was in motion, and that was 83 Elias Cunahan, the tight end out of Gridley, California. He made the reception. Started to come upfield, and Ty he came out of nowhere, pulled that ball, ripped it right out of his hands, hit the ground, recovery, ARC.
It was kind of like one guy hold him up, the other guy come in and tried to take the ball away.
That's the way you do it.
That's exactly what happened. I thought he might have been called forward progress, but no such luck for the Roadrunners, and the Beavers will take over. 1st and 10 at the 25. Arcuri, freshman, throwing that touchdown pass to Jaden Anderson, has got Tamel Horton, and he has got Nathan Crawford. And we're going to get whistles. Funny, I don't think we've talked about it a little bit, but Tamel Horton was a wide receiver until a couple of days ago.
We didn't talk about it enough.
Started off as a wide receiver.
Yes.
They are now a quarterback and the starting running back.
And you know what? It's working out really well. I mean, you're an athlete and you're a football player. You generally feel like you can play all positions.
You want to play.
Yes, and you're going to tell coach, I'll do whatever you need me to do, whenever you need me to do it. And that's what these guys, and this is what I think the Beavers, generally speaking, that's what they all are about. And that's why they've had such a good team over the last 3-4 seasons. We've been here to watch them win conference after conference after conference. And that's part of what it takes to be a conference champion.
And to your point, that is what Coach O was talking about yesterday when I asked him if it's different, how tough is it to keep the mindset when you start out 0-5, and he started talking about things like everybody has to look inside themselves and hold themselves accountable and be mature and stuff. It goes beyond kind of a football thing and what they have to do. And, I don't know if we accentuated it enough, the turnaround that's happened in the last couple of minutes with the long touchdown and now the fumble, that's just amazing, the turnaround, because of a game the Beavers really weren't in at 14-0, and now all of a sudden they're looking to try to drive to tie this one up.
Huge momentum shift.
11:55 to go in the half. Arcuri with Horton and Crawford next to him. He's going to hold on to it and time to go up the middle. And Stones, for about the 3rd time, I think, today, that snap might have affected the play.
Yeah, snap's been a little high a few times now, and I think, Arcuri's having a harder time dealing with it. The good thing about Arcuri back there as quarterback, being a former wide receiver, he's got good hands.
Right, but if you're trying to do like an intricate handoff and get Crawford involved or get Horton involved, then all of a sudden a bad snap is going to just leave it to Arcuri.
Yes.
And yes, he is a running quarterback, but that wasn't the play that was called. 2nd down, 7 to go, ball on the 22-yard line of the Roadrunners after the turnover. And there's a handoff. That's to Horton trying to pick his way through, and that's a difficult task for a new running back against a big defensive line. And is that Kai Baugh that comes out of there?
How did you know?
I just kind of
I
took an educated guess. He got in on the tackle.
Kai Baugh doing Kai Baugh things. He's been out there. You can't miss him. He's got the flowing locks out the back, and he's stopping every single run up the middle. So Roadrunners got a good one there on the defensive line in Kai Baugh.
21-yard line is the place we have it. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Got to get to the 15-yard line. And the Beavers sending 2 out to the left. That's Torres and Anderson, both in single coverage. And right up on Jaden Anderson is the defensive back. Let's see if Arcuri looks that way. He does not. He hands off to Horton on the right side, cuts his way back. A nice run by Tamel Horton, the new running back. He might have got himself a Beaver first down.
If he did, that means he was able to break through Javen Hudson and his tackle right there, right at the yardage to gain.
Yep.
And it does look like they gave him the first.
It's on the 15-yard line. Let's see if they move the sticks. And they do move the sticks. So Horton, the new running back, got that new running back smell about him. They just broke open the wrapper, and that was probably his best run of the day so far. So with 10 minutes to go in the first half and counting, the Beavers have a first down on the Roadrunner 15, looking to tie this one up after going down 14-0 early on, and then trying to mount the comeback, which started with the Arcuri touchdown pass to Jaden Anderson that covered 63 yards. And this time Arcuri's going to hold it. He's got a little room there. He follows his blockers at the 5. And he's tackled, gets in the end zone. That's a touchdown, Beavers. Frank Arcuri, the pick to click for Stones McCoy, has put the Beavers one step closer to tying this game up.
Absolutely beautiful blocking by the Beavers, too. Right in front of him, you had number 24, Nathan Crawford, leading the way out of Lincoln, California. Just gave him, Frank Arcuri, a beautiful lane to run into. And thank goodness Arcuri was able to keep his footing because he almost had Turf Monster.
Yeah, Turf Monster almost came in, but I was impressed by the fact that they'd established the run with Horton enough that the fake to Horton got enough of the Roadrunners moved off.
Got him to bite.
Is that Arcuri had himself, as you said, he was kind of pushing Crawford and pushing him ahead of him, but he had a little bit of room to run, and he stayed upright for a 15-yard touchdown run. And Richardson coming in, trying to knot this game up at 14, and he looks like he has done it. So Stones, it's not what we thought we had a couple of minutes ago, but it's the game we have, and it's what we kind of hope for with the resurgent Beavers against the number 7 ranked team in the state. We're all tied at 14.
It's a brand new ball game. I know some of the folks may have been watching going, oh, no, not again. Oh, no, not again. But, you know, Beavers staying true to themselves right now. They're a run-first team, a little bit of passing here and there. Good defense so far. They get a turnover in Roadrunner territory and able to capitalize on that turnover, turned it into 7 points.
Yeah, as you said, just a huge play on the turnover because the Roadrunners had the 14-0 lead. They were down at 14-7, but they were coming off an offensive possession that they took all the way into the end zone. And to stop them with that turnover was huge for the American River College Beavers. They will now kick off to Jaden Seiler and Ty Williams of the Butte College Roadrunners. And this game is tied with 9:44 to go in the first half. Landon Richardson doing the kicking for your Beavers. Last time it was Ty Williams at the 7, and he got a little bit of room and made it up to the 22.
He did have to run 40 yards for that.
He did. He ran 40 yards to get, a couple. Here's Richardson. Sends it down the middle. It'll be about the 9-yard line again. This time Williams coming up the right side. The Beavers right there. He cuts back. He's got a little bit of room. Pursuit is good, and he got all the way out to the 38-yard line. So a nice run by Ty Williams to set up the Roadrunners in good position, first down.
And saving quite potentially a huge run back was Polo Cooper out of Elk Grove, California for the Beavers. A couple of guys in there on the tackle, but Polo was there to trip him up and keep him from breaking past midfield.
Yeah, Ty Williams did the same thing he did last time, but this time he didn't go east-west, he went north and south.
There you go.
Because, if I go straight, I might get further.
I think
that's exactly what happened. They mark it at the 38-yard line. So a 29-yard return for Ty Williams and first down for Amari Cooper and the Roadrunners. They've got motion by Day to turn around inside handoff. Beavers are right there. Nice struggle, though, to get down to the 40-yard line by Niall Raby, but the Beavers right on that one on the inside handoff and held him to a 2-yard gain.
Takai in there on the stop, as well as Isaac Estacio. First time mentioning his name, out of Sacramento, California, the linebacker, 6 foot 210, freshman. Both of those guys in there on that stop for minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8, ball on the 40-yard line with going down to 9 minutes to go first half. We are tied at 14. Raby is the running back behind Amari Cooper. The left-handed freshman quarterback comes to us from New Orleans, Louisiana. The Big Easy. And he's back to pass. He's got Raby out of the backfield. He floats it up there to him, and right there are the Beavers. And that was a case that time of great pursuit, but I think he put a little bit too much air into that ball.
Yeah, Brandon Sanders was able to read that one, the defensive back for ARC. I mean, you know, when you put that much air under a ball, you're really setting it up for your receiver to be pummeled.
Yeah.
And good thing he was able to hold on to it, but like I said, ARC was diagnosed. They diagnosed that right away, and they stopped it.
Yeah, I can see why you want to get the ball in the hands of now Raby out of the backfield, but you got to give him a shot to give him a chance to make a move after he makes the catch. Third down. They've got to get to the 48, so we'll call it 3rd and 6 at the 42. 3 out to the right for the Roadrunners. They look right, now they look back to the left, or across the middle. That's the same play that the touchdown was scored on, and it's an open receiver. Looks like number 23, Michael Henderson, and he will get the catch and down at the 44-yard line, first down Roadrunners.
Yeah, there's just he able to get into the secondary just past the linebacking group and in front of the DBs and found his little open spot. Was hit right over the top.
14-yard gain by Henderson. There's Ray with the handoff. He'll go around the left side. He's got a little room down the sideline. He's bumped out of bounds, but not before. I think Raby picked up another Roadrunner first down right around the 32-yard line.
Number 53 for the Beavers in there. Again, Isaac Estacio was in there on the stop, not before the Roadrunners pick up that first down.
So first down, ball in the 32. Cooper handed straight up the middle to Raby. He is gang tackled up at about the 30, and Stone's going back to the pass play. That basically was the same thing they did on the touchdown. They put 3 out to the right, and they waited and let the guy clear across the middle, and exactly the same thing, exactly the same result.
Yeah, they find that open hole. It's essentially right over the middle as well. So it's about 7 yards downfield, and if you could just wait, you know, you got to have the 1,000, 2 1,000, and he throws that ball. It's a timing play. They've hit it twice now, and it's been there for them multiple times.
Looks like we had a mark-off against the Beavers, 5 yards.
I was wondering if they were going to throw a flag on that. There was a lot of movement up front on the defensive line for the Beavers before that ball was snapped. There were substitutions for Beavers coming in and out, and Roadrunners hadn't substituted, so it's kind of one of the things I expected, a flag to be thrown there.
Under 7 minutes to go, ball in the 27, 1st and 5 now for the Roadrunners. They'll hand it off, this time a new running back, number 20, I think that's Caprice Calhoun. And he will be dropped down just short of a first down. 30 carries, 137 yards on the season for number 20, Calhoun.
Good defensive read by the Beavers there, sliding over to the right side, keeping them in front, just short of the first down.
Yeah, so it's second down. The Beavers might have jumped. They're going to throw it to the end zone. Beavers are right there. Nice defensive play, incomplete. And looking to see if there's a flag. I don't see a flag. I hear the coach yelling for one behind me, but I don't see one on the field.
Well, and I know I'm the color guy, but I was yelling for a flag too because there absolutely was some offsides there. Thought that was a free play.
You got to know your role. You can't be giving up penalties,
I
man.
shouldn't be yelling, should I? But it was a nice little drop-off pass up to the upper left side of the field, but unfortunately, just not able to complete that pass.
Third down, about 1 yard to go. Under center is Cooper. He comes all the way back. He hands it off, and I don't think they first contact had him down, but I think he might have got to the first down there. See who the ball carrier was. It was Raby, and he is down at the 21, but that's going to be enough to give the Roadrunners a first down.
Yeah, Colin Bray was there with a bunch of his buddies to get the stop there, but first contact, he ran right through that, able to pick up a couple and get the first.
So Cooper comes up in the under center for the first time today. Ends up being a Raby first down, and they got first on the 21. 5:50 to go first half. We are tied at 14 here from Beaver Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low, Stones McCoy. And back in the underneath, he hands it to Raby. He almost dropped it, but now he gets around the outside. Good pursuit by the Beavers defensive back to drop him. He does get a couple yards.
Yeah, Devin Williams out there from El Dorado, Union Mine, playing defense for the Beavers today, running that guy right out of bounds for What was that? About a pickup of 2 or 3 there.
Yeah, he didn't get as much as I thought, just inside the 20-yard line. So that's an excellent play by the Beavers to stop him there, and sets up a second down, ball on the 19. We'll call it 8 yards to go. Again, Cooper in the under center. He's got one behind him, one to his left. He's going to fake it. He's going to go back to pass and roll left. He's got a guy short. The completion is made, and a nice tackle right there by the Beavers. That was number 36 on the tackle, Edgar Montez, but a short gain for the Roadrunners.
Elias Cunahan, the tight end for the Roadrunners, with the catch right there. But like you said, the defense for the Beavers coming through, getting him out of bounds for setting up third down and long.
Yeah, it has him listed at 6'3" and 235, Cunahan, but he looks bigger to me from up here. So that was a fine play by Montez, who's given away some heft on that one. Sets up a third down. Ball in the 15. They've got to get to 11, so we'll call it 4 because mathematically that's what it is.
Math is great.
Beavers showing some pressure, and did they make contact? Let's see, or was there a timeout? We're going to get a timeout by the Beavers. So with 4:27 to go until halftime, we are all tied here at Beaver Stadium. Beavers 14, Roadrunners 14. We're back after this short break.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Back out at Beaver Stadium, we've got a third down and 4 yards to go for the Roadrunners on the 15-yard line of the Beavers. They've got an empty backfield behind Cooper. He's in the shotgun. He looks right now. He looks back left. Here's a little bit of pressure, and they're going to drop him back at the 18-yard line. The Beavers putting the pressure on him, and there's your guy, Akio Martinson again, Stones, who's come back, and Coach O was happy to get him back, and he makes another big play.
Absolutely, and Colin Bray there to force him to the outside to make that play. So just the Beavers playing Beaver ball right now. The Hammerheads are out.
Well, you get the feeling that he was trying to do the same thing they've done a couple times, which is look the other way and then try to get a guy over the middle. But good pressure by the Beavers, and now we're going to get to see Lane Garner, the kicker, who is 9 for 10 on field goals, and this will be a big one, a 36-yarder for Garner. He is out of Pleasant Valley High School in Chico. 36-yard field goal to try to put his team up. It is up, and it is good. So Garner, showing that a golden leg of his has put the Beavers on top. But even though the Roadrunners on top, but even though they are Stones, I think the Beavers have to feel pretty good about that, holding them to 3.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, so what happened the last time the Roadrunners had the ball on a long drive like that for, 3-4 minutes? They put it in the end zone.
Yeah.
And so you got to feel really good as Coach O and the defensive group down there that you were able to stop them from getting into the end zone and only putting up 3. This gives you a chance with 3:30 to actually put points up on the board and possibly take a lead going into halftime.
And you have to feel good, too, that in a situation where they needed the pass, which had been successful a couple of times, looked like they were looking to a similar play, and the Beavers defended it better and then put some pressure with Martinson and Colin Bray, as you said.
Absolutely. I think the Roadrunners might be leading themselves open a little bit to their play calls because they've gotten really comfortable in the run, pass. I think the defense is starting to pick up on that a little bit, and like I said, good defense leads to good offense, and that's what the Beavers are trying to do here.
Okay, so Lane Garner will be kicking off for the Roadrunners. They lead it now 17-14. It's Eckert, it's Anderson back for the Beavers. Everyone has been a fair catch. That one is going to be not a fair catch. It's Anderson taking it at the 14. He's trying to go around the long way, cuts back at the 22, to 25 to 30, 35, and he'll get out to about the 37-yard line. And Stones, that's what we've been hoping to see from Jaden the whole time, and he showed us this time.
I'm actually beginning to think that Coach O might be onto something here, you know.
Kind of playing the old sneaky, we always fair catch.
We okey doke every once in a while, you know. I like that. But that was a great run back by Jaden, picking up the yards and giving the Beavers with under 4 minutes here something to work with.
And usually, if you get a guy that's going to go, like we said before about Ty Williams, east to west, you don't make those kind of gains, but he's fast enough to get around the corner
he is.
And get up to the 36, call it the 37-yard line. First down, Beavers with a Curry. He's going to be back to pass, then he's going to run up the middle. He's got room. He's get to the 50 and drag down. Beautiful tackle at the 50. He'll end up around the 48-yard line. A big play by the Beavers quarterback.
Javen Hudson, linebacker for the Roadrunners, able to make the stop there, but not before Frank Curry shows his speed.
You've said it before about when the Beavers made that kind of play, but if Hudson doesn't make that tackle, Frank's going at least another 20 yards, if not more than that. A gain of 15 sets up first down, the ball in the 48. 3 minutes to go in the first half. It has been a good one here from Beaver Stadium. Two wide receivers out to the left for Curry. He's going to look down the middle, and he goes short to the right side. He's got a completion. It's going to be a short gain, just about 3 yards. It'll get down to the 45-yard line and bring up a 2nd and 7.
Really like the play design there by the Beavers. Getting that short screen pass. All it's going to do is it's going to help confuse the defense a little bit on what you're actually running, and able to make those completions. It's going to set up bigger plays down the road.
Yeah, putting that ball in the hands. Remember, you've got a converted wide receiver and running back, so throwing it past him should be pretty easy. That is Tamel Horton and also Nathan Crawford back there. They gave him 2 yards on the play, so we'll call it 2nd and 8 from the 46. Curry's going to hand it off, and I think we might have some early movement for the Beavers. Let's see what the call is.
I think we might have Luis Torres going a little quick there.
Number 13, the wide receiver. And that is going to be a false start, so a 5-yarder. But even though there is the penalty assessed, Stones, after a week in which they had 19 thrown down on them last week, a little bit better showing for the Beavers in that area today.
Much cleaner first half, especially in that area for the Beavers today.
Absolutely. So the ball's back on the Beavers 49 now.
The 2-minute timeout?
2-minute timeout, absolutely. Kind of every time it happens, it kind of surprises me. So 2 minutes to go in the first half. Roadrunners on top, 17-14. We're back after this.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to look down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Minutes to go in the first half here at Beaver Stadium. Beavers trailing the Roadrunners, number 7 in the state of California. That score is 17-14, but the Beavers with the ball on their own 49. They've got about 13 yards to go for a first down. Second down, and a Curry with Horton and Crawford flanking him in the backfield. He's going to turn. He's going to hand to Crawford straight to the middle. Nathan dodges one guy, gets back probably to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and about 10. With the clock running down at 1:50.
You got Kai Ball there doing his thing right up the middle. And Courage Osway Jr., we've mentioned him a couple of times now, but the defensive line doing what we expected them to do, at least at this point in the game.
Well, looks like we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be a holding call against the Beavers. That flag on the far side, couldn't even see it, but it'll run them back to about the 40-yard line. And if you're the Roadrunners, you like this because you're going to get a situation where you put 3 points up on the board, and if you can blunt the American River. Now, American River got the opening kickoff, so we should see Butte receiving the second half kickoff. So this is playing right into what they want to do. And it'll take it all the way back to the 39-yard line. So 23 yards to go. 1:36 to go in the first half. Our Curry in the shotgun. He's going to hand that one off to Crawford. Crawford gets a little bit of room on the outside, breaks it to the 50, and stumbles down to the 48. We're going to flag, comes in late. Might mean a late hold as the Beavers wide receivers trying to get a couple of blocks in for their running back. It was an impressive run by Nathan Crawford. Let's see what the call is on the field.
May have gotten Jaden Anderson on a hold there.
No, I think what we've got is a face mask.
Oh.
So that's going to go to the good for the American River College Beavers. So they trade penalties with the Roadrunners and get the ball down to the 32. I would imagine that an automatic first down will come with that face mask. So what was other impressive about that, Stones, is Nathan Crawford getting a little more room.
Yes, absolutely. You know? Yeah, he got a little bit more running room. It kind of cleared it out a little bit there.
Still stumbles.
He still stumbles, but he can run downhill, that's for sure. 1:23 should be on the game clock, is what I'm being told.
Okay. Well, Logan doesn't have control of that. He just has our scoreboard.
He just has our
the big
score.
scoreboard.
Yeah.
But he'll take care of that for us. First down, ball in the 32-yard line.
And there is no more flag on
as we know, 1:23 in the half. Horton's going to flank out to the left side. It's a new look for the Beavers. Curry back to pass. He's got time. Over the middle, he looks for Horton. What a play right at the last moment. Tremendous play by Butte College as Horton was open at the goal line and the ball is incomplete.
Great left hand by Jude Mendoza, the defensive back for the Roadrunners. Jude, the 6 foot 205 out of Reno, Nevada, really was able to get and high point that ball with the left hand, knock it out, and it falls incomplete.
I have to say it. Hey, Jude, don't make me mad.
I was waiting for it.
You knocked the ball down. I had to say it.
I was waiting for it.
Just an excellent play by Mendoza. Second down, ball on the 32-yard line, 10 yards to go. Curry with a nice pass. He's going to try to give it to Crawford, but he went around the right side, but that defensive side, starting by Jeremiah Johnson, we mentioned his name a couple of times. Also, Nikhil Lawrence, they both are in there.
Oh, well, yeah, and I have a feeling at halftime we're going to have a conversation with the center. That was another one of those timing plays. You mentioned it a couple of times. The ball comes out a little hot, or a little high. That was another timing play. The ball came out a little high, and I think that's what caused that to go for no gain.
Just that little split second of timing. Third down, ball on the 33 now, so 11 yards to go for a first down. We're under 40 seconds to go in the first half. A little bit far for Landon Richardson and the field goal team. So let's see what Curry has. He's got pressure, but he's going to dish it off to Crawford. He makes one move, cuts it back to the 30, and he is tackled down at about the 28-yard line. Another nice-looking play, nice design, Stones, and Crawford gets down to the 28. Still, that would be about a 45-yard field goal.
I mean, I don't know how far Landon is comfortable, but I know Landon's got a leg.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see what they decide to do here.
Well, it looks like they're going to let it run all the way down, which is a smart thing to do. So you're going to have the ball in the 29, so it'll be about a 46-yarder. And if you're going to give it a shot, I say give it a shot right here. Be a nice way to end the half on a nice field goal. But we've had a really good half of action here as the Beavers fell behind early 14-0, came out with a big touchdown pass from Curry to Anderson to make it 14-7. Got a turnover and led to an Curry 15-yard touchdown run. The Roadrunners came back to put 3 up on the board on their last possession. They lead at 17-14. And Stones, this is what we've expected, the kind of play we've expected from the Beavers all year long. To be tooth and nail with a team ranked in the top 10 in the state.
Absolutely, because they have the talent. Coach O says it, and we know it. We believe
it. Yeah.
They have the talent. It's a matter of them working together, and I think there is something to that preseason where they work through a lot of the bugs that they want to work through so they can get to conference play and be in a much tighter position. And I think we're really starting to see that, especially with last week's victory and the way they're playing so far through the first half.
And I think maybe the tweak to that is they've had a few more injuries than they've had in the past. And so even though they've worked through some stuff, they've had injuries get in the way. But here we go. Richardson will try the 46-yard field goal and try to tie this one up for the Beavers with 3 seconds left to go in the first half. With Cruz the hold. Clean hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. Landon Richardson bombs it through 46-yard field goal. And Stones, I can think of no better way to end this first half than a play like that, the big right foot of Landon Richardson.
Absolutely not. That's the way you want to do it. We started 0-0, and guess what? We got a tie ball game going into the third quarter.
17 and a half. We're back with the second half after a short halftime break right here in the Stones Broadcast Networks.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'cause I
Generally,
know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to look down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I'm not. I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'cause I
Generally,
know-
Fine.
again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari Building.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. A little halftime get-together. Stones McCoy and myself, Mark the Phantom Lowe. We got about 4.5 minutes to go before the second half starts. It is the Beavers and the Butte College Roadrunners all tied up at 17. And Stones, before we even talk about the first half, I have to correct myself because you were right and I was mistaken.
I love it.
You said the second touchdown for the Roadrunners on the touchdown pass, you said it looked like a tight end. It was Cunahan, number 83. I had given it to Horton, number 17, because I saw Horton come out of the stack. And everybody was patting him on the back. I said he must have done something pretty good, but wanted to give Cunahan, number 83, give him his props. He has been a focal point of the offense so far for the Roadrunners. But Stones, we had just about everything. One team go up big, the other team make a big comeback. Everybody puts on a pretty impressive-looking field goal. So what's your overall impression of that first 30 minutes?
Very impressed with the reluctancy of the Roadrunners to just run the ball and try to throw the ball as much as they have. They've been pretty solid running the ball today. I think part of the reason why we're at a 17-17 is they've decided to throw the ball a little bit more frequently than they probably should. The running game has been there. I think Roadrunners probably realize that they need to stick with that. On the other side of the ball, I mean, ARC's got 10 first downs in the first half, and I think they've thrown the ball 4 times.
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous thing to do if you're running the ball that much and you've getting 10 first downs and a half.
And when you think about it, 2 of those throws have been short tosses to Nathan Crawford out of the backfield. One was the long touchdown pass, and one was a beautiful throw to Horton on the goal line that I believe Jude Mendoza knocked away at the last second.
Correct.
So our Curry has been right on target for a guy who doesn't throw the ball very often. You know, they go out and they warm up, so they'll be able to throw when they need to throw, and he didn't warm up.
That's how they do that?
Yeah, that's why they warm up.
Oh,
so
okay.
anyway, so we've got a 17-17 score. As we talked about, it was 14-0 quickly for Butte College. They got that big turnover early, and a lot of times, especially when you're playing a team that's perceived as better than you, you get that big turnover early. They poked the ball away on an Arcuri run, scooped up by Quentin Beeman, and he went 48 yards for the touchdown. Sometimes when you get an early turnover like that, it kind of puts the crush on you. But the Beavers came back. It took them a while, but they came back with a big play of their own. And you said, I think they should try to throw short passes. Don't get crazy. They threw a short one, and then they got crazy, and it was the perfect recipe.
Well, I think the screen game, especially if you're going to be a team that's going to run the ball a lot, I think the screen game is extremely important because it can open up exactly what they found. Is they threw a short screen pass, and now it opens up somebody down the middle or down one of the sides on a one-on-one situation. And we know that Frank Curry can throw the ball. We
saw that.
It's not a question of can he throw the ball. It's can we get open out there as receivers. And I think exactly what they did in that first half was kind of move the ball around. Yeah, we're going to run the ball a lot, but we're going to give you 7, 8 different looks at running the ball. It's going to open up those lanes so we can dump it off 3 or 4 times.
So obviously both teams, offense and defense plays a big part. Both teams with good special teams. We've seen Gardner put a field goal. We saw Landon Richardson a 46-yarder as time expired in that first half. So what unit do you look at as going to be the key to the second half?
Well, I absolutely think the defense is going to be the key for the Beavers in the second half. We've seen what the Roadrunners can do. They can throw the ball. We know they can throw the ball. They can definitely run the ball.
Right.
They've got great backs in there. The Beavers are going to have to limit the amount of positive plays that the Roadrunners are able to put up on the board. The first half, I don't know if anybody knows, it went by quick.
It did. Well, yeah, especially because both teams keeping the ball on the ground early.
I think that favors the Beavers in the long run. So I think what the Roadrunners are going to do is try to slow this game down a little bit and control more of the clock.
To your point, I think you're right. I think if the Beavers, if you go ahead and take this half and then double it and we get to 34 points, I think we get into the 30-point range. I would think that would favor Butte College. Yeah, I think the Beavers need to hold them down and try to win a game 27-24 or something like that rather than 38-34. Now, you pointed out in the pregame, the Roadrunners have been in a couple of shootouts.
Yes.
They've given up 38, they scored 42, that kind of thing. And they've been in a couple of those, but I don't think that's the way this one goes. If it's going to go the way of the Beavers, we'll find out. Just about ready to go here in the third quarter. The Roadrunners, the Beavers had the ball to start the game, so we anticipate the Roadrunners getting the ball first, and so that's going to put the pressure right there, Stones, right away on that unit that you want to talk about, and that's the Beavers defense.
Absolutely. Total yards for both teams so far, 123 yards for the Roadrunners, 137 total yards for the Beavers in the first half of this game. This is from the stats from
that seems really low to me.
American River Presto Sports. Now, it could be. Again, I'm just going to read what they have. This is what they've given me, but it does seem like it's a bit low, especially what we witnessed.
Well, we did see a big play, but then the 48-yard fumble return is not going to go into the total yardage, so that doesn't factor in.
Correct.
We did see the big play from our Curry to Anderson, and that's half the total right there at 63 yards. So
well, and the one thing that boggles my mind, and we've seen it, there's only been 4 or 5 passes by the Beavers, but if you just look at the numbers, passing yards, it's 69-70.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So, I mean, they have been busy with the pass on the Roadrunner side, but they haven't been able to really do much with it.
Yeah, they had the 63-yard touchdown and then a couple of swing passes to Nathan Crawford, and that's basically what the Beavers are doing. And I think probably if you'd asked Coach O before, he says you're going to have 70 passing yards in the first half, he would have been pleasantly surprised by that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So Landon Richardson will kick it off. The Beavers will be going from our right to our left, and that means the Roadrunners will go the opposite way because that's how it works out.
It's crazy how that works.
Seiler and Williams. Now, Ty Williams had a really nice return the last time. He got it out 29 yards out to the 38-yard line. And here we go, second half action. We are all tied up at 17. Mark the Phantom Low, Stones McCoy with you. Logan on the scoreboard, and Riley the engineer working it. That one's going to stay in bounds. Fielded about the 11-yard line. There's a little bit of a hole punching through. Beavers getting Seiler and finally get him. And it looked like the referee called down. I didn't think he was down, but it looked like he was called down. And we got guys. Quentin Beeman's going, what the heck's going? He got the shrug emoji out there. You don't like to see that.
No, Seiler is still on his feet, balanced and everything, looking right at the ref going, what happened?
Yeah, he just got hit by a tackler, and all of a sudden it's like stop motion or something. So we're going to see, the referees are going to chat with each other about that. Not much really you can do. If it's a whistle, it's an inadvertent whistle, it kills the play. So there's not really much you can do about it, at least from my standpoint. It would be about the 33-yard line, it looks like, if it holds. And Beeman, who is just kind of perplexed by the whole thing. He's just kind of walking toward he's looking at his coaches, like, make this make sense.
I think most of the people watching that play were a little perplexed as well.
I certainly was myself, because I saw a guy get tackled and then just stand up and look at the referee. And it just doesn't happen that way most times. And now one of the referees will go over and explain it to Butte College. I would have just explained it to number 11, Quentin Beeman, and he will tell his teammates, because he's the one who didn't understand what the heck was going on.
And I'm wondering if we're witnessing,
It looks like a re-kick.
Are we re-kicking?
Yeah, I think we are going to re-kick.
So, unfortunately, the broken audio for the white hat down there, we couldn't totally get that, but Roadrunners have chosen to re-kick.
So, okay, so inadvertent. I'm going to assume inadvertent whistle.
That's what I'm going to go
and
with.
Since they're on offense and the guy was still going, which you and I both said, I think he's still going.
He's still going.
I haven't done this that long, but I think he's still going.
It's my second time.
Even if it's the second time, you could tell he's still
That's
going.
That's true. That's true. Logan knew it.
It was an odd kick, too, because it was the kind of kick that usually will go out of bounds and give the offensive team great field position. It didn't, and they were going to get decent. I think he would have been down at around the 33 or 34-yard line anyway, but he would have liked to have had the opportunity to see if that was actually the case.
Yeah.
Landon Richardson will kick it off again, and probably he's the only one who feels good about it because he didn't think he had a good kick that first time.
We'll just pretend like that never happened.
It never did. That one is a low driver down to about the 10-yard line. Picked up by Williams. He'll go on the left side. He's got room. He kicks it up to about the 35 to 36-yard line, and he definitely thought he should have got more as he pounds the ground in frustration.
Yeah, not happy about that one, but Kyle Greganis, excuse me. I just stumbled out that one. He was there to put the stop.
You got to get it right because he makes a lot of tackles too.
Yes, he does, and that's why I'm a little. I'm laughing at myself for stumbling.
I am a little bit impressed with Ty Williams, number 7, running the ball back. I mean, the first time he ran the ball back a long way, but didn't get a lot of yards because he went east to west. But his last 2 times, he's looked really smooth running that ball back for the Butte College Roadrunners, who have the ball on the 35-yard line. Amari Cooper is your quarterback. Niall Raby is next to him. He's got motion. It's a flip handoff coming around the right side. A stumble. It gets through. Beavers close it down. Number 17, DJ Horton, was the ball carrier, and he got up close to a first down, and it looks like he should have gotten caught in the backfield. And one of the Beavers' defensemen is on the ground.
Devin Williams was in there for the stop for the Beavers, and we have one of the big defensive linemen now on the ground. I can't get a number so far. Oh, that's 99. That's not good. We don't want to see Braden Grover down on the ground, but it looks like he popped right up and is coming off the field, so hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, that was a little flip to the wide receiver coming around in motion, and it looked like the Beavers had it stymied, but Horton got away and picked up, looks like he picked up enough for a first down. The ball just inside the 45-yard line for the Butte College Roadrunners, as the Beavers are going to take a long time tying their shoe. .5 minutes to go, third quarter. 1st and 10 on the 45 for the Roadrunners. Cooper with the single back. Here's another motion. That one is still holding it on. He's got a guy down the right side. Beavers defense, what a catch. No, the ball pounces out. Number 80 on that one, that was Akil Madison, and he was down the sidelines. Beavers had a good defense on him, Stones, and they had a safety coming over, but great try and an incompletion for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, with safety help over the top, Cade Dutton was going ahead and playing the ball all the way there, and it was a great catch, but a good rip through by Dutton there to free that ball. Calls that to go incomplete.
Just shows what can happen when Cooper gets a little bit of time. He laid that ball right on the money and almost got the completion. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 45. Roadrunners send 2 out to the left side. They have just the 1 running back behind Amari Cooper. Tight end in motion. The handoff is to Raby. He'll go cut through, and he's met 1 yard down the field by a couple of Beavers, and they'll drop him for just a gain of maybe 2.
Isaac Estacio in there for the tackle, the linebacker out of Elk Grove, California. He and his teammates were rallying around the ball there and brought the runner down.
First time you said his name, you said, I haven't said this name before, and then that's the
only name I've been saying.
It's the only name you've been saying since then, as Isaac is on it today. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Big play right here, ball at the 47 of the Roadrunners. Cooper with the running back next to him. He's got 1 split out to the right. He's got 2 in the slot on the left side. The left-handed thrower out of New Orleans goes back. Pressure on. He's got a lure. He drops the ball. He's got to cover it at about the 37-yard line. And the Beavers defense, called out by Stones McCoy, comes up big.
Mason Kelly in there along with the big number 90 for the Beavers. That would be Akio Martinson.
Yeah, he's been big.
He has been big, and he is big, and that will turn the ball back over to the Beavers.
Cooper was coming out to the right side. He's a left-handed quarterback. He was coming out to the right side. It looked like he had a little bit of room, but he dropped the ball and then had to jump on it to prevent the Beavers from recovering. So let's see which of the punters we're going to get. I think that's going to be number 91. I think that's Ashton Carr. So Carr with a 40-yard average will punt. It looks striking. Almost blocked. Beautiful spiral. Beavers are calling each other up and then caught and kneeled down. So a really nice kick by Carr.
Colby Eckhart back there.
About 50 yards on the punt. Beautifully done by Ashton Carr, but beautifully done by the Beavers defense. So you mentioned it during halftime, Stones. They're the unit that's got to step up, and they certainly did in that series, giving the Beavers a first down at their own 18-yard line.
Coming out of halftime, and you're going to have to play defense to start the game, and that's exactly the way you want to start it. Give your offense a little bit of momentum by getting the ball back, and you're going to have a long way to travel, but I think the Beavers have it.
Our Curry with his usual companions, that's Timel Horton and Nathan Crawford in the backfield. Two out to the right side. Let's see if the Beavers come out. They've been running the ball most of the time. I think they attempted 4 passes in the first half. Let's see what they attack the second half. Crawford and Curry holds on to it and goes up the middle over the 25 to the 26, and he's going to keep on going because he's being pushed. And it'll get out close to the first down to the 28-yard line. And they went with Crawford on the fake, Stones, and the Roadrunners bought it.
Najee Dade in there, Nikhil Lawrence in there. I mean, they had all kinds of guys there, but it didn't matter. Curry just keeping those feet moving forward. Was able to get 8 out of that.
Quentin Beeman in on the play, number 11. He is the guy who ran the fumble back in the first half. He's got Jeremiah Johnson up there with him, as we said. A couple others. Kai Baugh has been a standout in the first half. The Beavers are going to get a first down, the ball on the 28-yard line. And up the middle, that is Horton, who gets over to the 30-yard line and gets forward to the 32. And Stones, every time I see him carry the ball, that guy's a wide receiver.
He's a wide receiver.
He's number 83.
But he's got quick feet, and he's a fairly big boy, you know. So he's working his way through the middle, and he's doing really well with it. Have a Roadrunner down on the field at the moment. Can't get a number. As soon as I get that, I'll let you know.
Yeah, down on the field, one of the defensive linemen for the Roadrunners. And I think what we're going to do is step away as they come out to take care of that player. As rolls over on his back. We're going to take a short break here. 11:36 to go, third quarter. We're all tied at 17.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Back here at Beaver Stadium as the injured player, number 90, Courage Swade Jr., the defensive lineman out of Sparks, Nevada, gets up, walks off under his own power. Good sign there, Stones, as he has been a big lineman today for the Roadrunners.
Yes, he's been in virtually every play. He, along with his buddy, number 42, Kai Baugh.
Kai Baugh, our buddy Kai Baugh. So second down, 8 yards to go, ball on the 30. Hopefully we'll see him back in the lineup. And up is to Crawford. Crawford with a little room, but he's caught from behind. A nice play defensively on the line by the Roadrunners, and that is Jeremiah Johnson who makes the play. But Crawford got up to just about the 31-yard line.
We've talked about him a whole bunch. Talked about him in the pregame. Coach O talked about him. Everybody knows Jeremiah Johnson, outside linebacker. Real big fella, 6'3", 240 out of Reno, Nevada. He's doing it all for the Roadrunners on defense.
And Crawford seems to be just one half step away from breaking one. It really looks like that, but it's a big play here, 3rd and 7. Ball on the 31. Single receiver out to the left. That is Torres. Short side, the Beavers have one flanked out that way as well. They're going to have, our Curry's going to keep it, try to get outside, but he won't be able to, as 3 of the defenders, including Nikhil Lawrence, gang together and drop a curry for a loss.
Yeah, Javin Hudson actually the first guy there to jump all over Frank Curry, and just kind of held him up for the rest of his posse to come over there and take him out.
Yeah, you look at it, you see if Curry could get around the corner, he would get a big gain, but there's 3 guys in the way.
Very similarly how the first quarter started for the Beavers.
Absolutely. Ball in the 29. We're going to get a punt from Landon Richardson here. And they are playing about the 45-yard line to get this punt. Richardson, a little more leg than that. I think he's got a 34-yard average. Snap is good. The kick is away, and it's a good kick. It'll drive him back to the 38, and he'll just let it go as it'll roll down dead at about the 33-yard line. That was number 15, Jaden Seiler, who really didn't make much chance to catch that punt. He just wanted to see what it looked like, and Richardson put a good foot in it.
Yeah, and Jackson Marlboro down there to make sure that it didn't go any further back towards their goal line. Gets it down there at the 33-yard line. A good defensive stand by the Roadrunners. Now Beavers are going to have to match that defensive stand with one of their own.
Absolutely. So both teams have had the ball here in the third quarter. No change to the scoreboard except for the clock as of yet. And here come the Roadrunners with Amari Cooper, the quarterback, number 2, out of St. Augustine High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. The New Orleans to Oroville pipeline is open. You hear about all kinds of people doing that. He'll hand it off to Raby. He finds himself a little bit of a hole and struggles up to the 37, 38-yard line. He's one of those back stones that even when he's tackled, he's not tackled.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's really hard. And we got a little extracurriculars between the Roadrunners and the Beavers.
Not surprising.
Little flag thrown there. I'm wondering if that's going to go against our guy, number 49, Mason Kelly.
We talked about this with Coach O, getting those penalties. It's not just the number of penalties, it's the kind of penalties you get, the ones that you can avoid, and this would be one of those you can avoid. They're going to call it against the Roadrunners. And I thought he said 20. Did you say 27?
I heard 27, which would have been Ugo Odolama. But that's a defensive back, so I'm not really sure that that's who they called there.
Well, anyway, it's we talked about it bad for the Beavers. It turns out bad for the Roadrunners because it moves them all the way back to the 23-yard line. They've got to get to the 43, so it'll be 1st and 20.
And actually, we'll correct that right now. That was 47 that they called. 47, Isaiah Travis.
Okay, well done, Stones, and here we go. Do it again, first down. Cooper back to pass. He has time. Now he's got under pressure. He ducks through, and Beavers are closing in on him, and they finally get him. Very elusive Amari Cooper, and it looked like when he found himself a little bit of room, he might have someone to throw it to, but the Beavers bringing pressure up the middle and get the sack.
Excellent work by the defensive line for the ARC Beavers. Not just the line, but the backers as well. That held him up and just kind of had him scrambling inside the pocket and held him up for number 93, Devin Critchen, for the Beavers to put the hit on him.
And we've got an injured player on the field.
Does look like we have another injury on the ground.
Yeah,
that's going to be a Roadrunner, I believe.
This time I thought it was a Beaver.
And you're right, it is a Beaver.
So it is 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Beavers with a big play right there. Going to bring up third down and 20 yards to go. And it looks like we're going to get number 22.
Devin
perhaps.
Williams.
So Williams, who's in the middle of all the action all the time, the sophomore out of Union Mine. You mentioned him before being in on a bunch of plays. He looks like he's got a little hitch in the giddy-up, but he's moving okay under his own power coming off the field.
They gave him some Gatorade. Looks like he might just have a calf cramp or something along those lines.
That's your answer to everything. Just give him some Gatorade.
Give him Gatorade.
Yeah, give the guy Gatorade.
Better than water.
So it's showing a third down on the 21-yard line. So 22 yards to go for the Roadrunners, and a big play here. The Beavers don't want to sell out. They want to put some pressure on Cooper, make sure he doesn't have too much time because he's going to look down the right side. His throw is to number 14. That's space guard. That's good defensive play right there by the Beavers. One of the linebackers it looked like on the defensive play, and it's incomplete.
Well, Cade Dutton over there as well. So, I mean, there's just all kinds of action, but that was really good coverage. You know they're going to have to drop back and pass because they're 3rd and 22. So, set the defensive backs a little bit further back and just play in front of them. That's exactly what they were able to do there.
Second time in a row, though, that he had a lot of time or had time to throw, and a good job by the Beavers defensive backs for a kind of not a coverage sack, but a coverage play. The Beavers have been getting to Cooper a little bit, but the last 2 times he had time and wasn't able to make the connection. So a punt coming up from Ashton Carr. He lets that one go. That's a little shorter than the last one, and it's going to be fielded at the 40. Dodging one guy is Eckert, but a nice tackle at about the 44-yard line. By number 6, that's Jonah Flowers, and we've been talking about him before the game, after the game, and during halftime, and he made a tremendous play right there. But the Beavers with great field position, Stone's at the 44.
Well, he's making everybody in Surprise, Arizona excited by tackles like that. Everybody back there is happy for him.
Yeah.
It's a great open field tackle. But the Beavers have the ball at the 45, so just 5 yards on their side of the field. This is the best starting position that they've had in the second half.
Yeah, he does it enough that it's no surprise.
It's
Arizona.
no surprise?
No surprise, Arizona.
Yeah.
Our Curry with the 2 running backs, the usual suspects, Horton and Crawford. Big Crawford, he's going to look to pass over the middle. He's got a guy wide open. It's a tight end, and it's caught by Josh Pureback, and he is dropped at the 31-yard line. A big gain for the Beavers on first down.
Joshua just able to find that little opening right there, and it's the same spot, different, same result, right over the middle, 7 to 10 yards downfield. Frank Curry just able to hit him wide open, picking up big yards.
Pureback with 5 catches coming in for all 22 yards a catch. He picked up 14 on that one. Make that 20 on that one. And is a Beaver first down right at the 31-yard line. Nice throw by a Curry, dropping it in. Right up the middle. No, he's going to keep it himself. Dodges 1, dodges 2, and gets down to the 27-yard line. Impressive. There's a lot of traffic around him, and he got 4 yards.
Yeah, that was nice. The offensive line, I think that was a design run all the way. They knew it, so they started marching upfield just as the ball went off. And, again, getting a little bit more extracurriculars between the Road Runners and the Beavers, but everything is settled down now. I think we're ready for second down.
Well, with the long rivalry between the two schools and the intensity of this game, I'm not surprised. Ball is actually marked on the 28, so give a Curry a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. He's got Torres out to the right, and along with Jaden Anderson split way out to the right. The usual contingent of Horton and Crawford. You give it to Horton up the middle. He dodges 1, gets to the 25, where he's met and thrown back by guess who? Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah, Jeremiah Johnson doing Johnson things up there in the front. He picks him up, slams him down. Not sure that, the Beavers like that, but I guarantee you the Roadrunners like that kind of activity by their offensive linemen.
But he did advance the ball up to the 25-yard line, so that is going to make a 3rd down and just 4 yards to go for the Beavers. They've got to get to the 21. It might be 4-down territory. I don't know. You've got Landon Richardson, that big leg. Let's see what happens here. Our Curry in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to hold on to it, and he was looking to pitch it to Crawford, and Crawford went in to throw a block for our Curry, so that could have been really a disaster. He held on to it and gained 2.
Well, yeah, Javon Hudson, the linebacker for the Roadrunners, got in the way and kind of blocked out Nathan Crawford, not allowing for that secondary pitch. I do believe that was a designed secondary pitch as well. So big play there by the Roadrunners. Are going to hold the Beavers to at least a field goal attempt.
And that field goal attempt will be 41 yards from Landon Richardson. He cashed in on a 46-yarder in the first half for the lead with 5:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. Snap is back. Richardson punts it through. It looks up. It looks good. And it is Landon Richardson coming up huge, 41 and 46-yard field goals. The Beavers take the lead with 5:41 to go. Our score is 20-17. Nice job by the Beavers.
Absolutely, and cap it off by a beautiful 41-yard field goal by Landon Richardson. Got to be a soccer player. He's got the leg for it.
Boy, he sure does.
And he's out here, and that's 2 40-plus yarders that he's been able to make so far.
Yeah, a 46-yarder and a 41-yarder, and it looked like both there was room to spare on both of them. We know Lane Garner on the other side has a lot of legs, so this one turning into a special teams matchup. 20-17 for the Beavers, so they will kick off to the Roadrunners, and Roadrunners you know, I mean, they came out last time. They got that penalty really threw them behind the sticks. They had to go to the air. The Beavers with a nice defensive play. And like I said, they had 2 throwing plays that Cooper had time, and the Beavers' defensive coverage was much better, I think, than it had been in the first half.
Well, the Beaver secondary has been really good today because with the very few passing yards by the Roadrunners so far today, that means the Beavers are out there and they're really locking down the wide receivers and tight ends.
Seiler and Williams back, and you have to consider both, especially Williams, to be a threat. As Richardson will get it going here. 5:41 to go, third quarter. I don't think that's Williams. I think that's someone else in the back. Seiler, number 15. Here's Richardson. He'll send it over. It is short at the 15-yard line. McDevitt trying to go around the right side. That is actually number 6, I think.
It's actually number 5.
Number 5, that's now Raby coming up, the running back. So obviously a talented runner. He gets it back up to about the 25-yard line. But Williams has had 2 dangerous returns, so almost as good as Raby is. Almost happy to see Williams not back there.
Pretty sure that's why they kicked it to that far side of the field. They wanted to keep it out of his hands, but you're just kicking it into another guy with great hands and great speed.
Yeah.
So good job by the defense to keep them right there and stop him right at the 26.
At the 26, first down and 10 yards to go. Amari Cooper, the quarterback. Coming out. Actually, that's a new quarterback.
That is a new quarterback. That'd be number 15.
That would be Jaden Seiler, so I don't think it's number 15.
No.
There's a pitch
18.
out. That's number 18, and the Beavers
Read
come in
that.
on the running shot. And that is number 18. That's Azari Cruz out of Chico High School in Chico. He is a freshman, and he is taking over at quarterback here for the Butte College Roadrunners.
Mason Kelly with the tackle there.
Let's see if he got actually a pretty good gain there, about 5-6 yards. No. So a loss of 5. Okay, that's where the stick is. So tremendous play, as you said, by Kelly. And we did not see Cooper with any injury or anything.
No,
so
not at all.
Asari Cruz comes on. Whereas number 18, he is 6 foot, he's 200-pounder. He's going to hand it off to Raby on the right side, but the Beavers are right there waiting for you. That's Richard Marks, by the way, in case you didn't know. And he is dropped at the 18-yard line. I did not think I was going to say that today.
Takai Takashi is in there. We've said his name several times. The entire Beavers left side of the defense read that one. But Takai just happened to be the first one there, and his buddies were right behind him.
Down to the 19, they've got to get to the 36, so it's 3rd and 17. And let's see if Cruz is going to put the ball up here for the Roadrunners, if it's indeed still Azari Cruz under center. Yes, it is. He's got Raby to his left side. Beavers frantically on the sideline trying to cheer their teammates on. Back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle, and that is picked off by number 2, Cade Dutton. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He is knocked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Another big turnover for your American River College Beavers.
And Azari Cruz, the quarterback coming in for the Roadrunners, is the guy who just made the touchdown-saving tackle. Otherwise, that's a pick 6.
He tried to go right down the middle, and, you know, sometimes you get a guy who's coming in cold off the bench like that, and you put in a passing play, he zeroes on one guy, and I think that's what he did, and Dutton was just playing center field, and he undercut that and picked it off and is actually down at the 11-yard line. So another huge turnover for the Beavers, and they've got first down and 10 to go from the 11. They send 2 out to the left side, Jaden Anderson and Luis Torres. Arcuri is the quarterback. It's almost like having 3 running backs. He hands it to Horton going up the middle, and Tamel is going. I think Tamel at the end of today go, do I have to be a running back? It's really hard. He's down at the 10-yard line.
I want a different job.
I like going out for passes and stuff.
Quentin Beeman, the outside linebacker from Philadelphia, Mississippi, actually.
He's a good one.
Yeah.
He's a good one.
In there to make the tackle.
He has the fumble return in the first quarter for the 48-yard fumble return for the first touchdown of the game. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 10-yard line. Beavers. Our Curry is going to talk to Jalen Suggs, number 88 there. It probably was pertaining to the game, though.
Hopefully.
He's going to go the quick pass again, but that time it's going to end up incomplete. Yeah, he had Crawford, and that time it looked like he expected Nathan to keep going, and Crawford stopped.
Yeah, Crawford stopped. He kind of was leading the receiver there just a little bit because he saw the open green in front of him. The two just weren't on the same page. That one falls incomplete. Good thing for the Beavers, too, because I think you'd rather have that fall incomplete than have a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Yeah, that's a play that has worked a couple of times, but that time the Roadrunners seemed to have it sniffed out a little bit. And so it's third down, ball in the 10. They got to get to the 1 for a first down. Anderson all by himself, one-on-one here on the left side. Jaden already with a touchdown catch today. Curry hands it to Horton. Horton loses it, and that is covered by the Butte College Roadrunners. We think they are claiming that they have it, and that's a huge turnover. That's playing turnover back at you, a big one, and the Roadrunners pick it off.
It is a big turnover for the Beavers there. The only positive you can even take for this for the Beavers is that they turned the ball over and giving it back to the Roadrunners 90 yards in front of them to have to do something with. Outside of that, it's ball security. We've talked about it pregame, halftime. We'll talk about it in the postgame, I'm sure. That's what Coach O just was harping on. Yep. Ball security. You don't want to give them this many chances, man.
And you don't want to give them emotionally that kind of chance. You get the big turnover, and then they get it back. So let's see who is under center. It is, again, Azari Cruz, it looks like, number 18. Amari Cooper went the first 2.5 quarters, and now Cruz is in. And he has Dade in motion from right to left. He's going to turn. He's going to hand it to Raby. Raby's got a little bit of a hole, and he almost got all the way through, but he's pulled down at about the 20-yard line. And as you say, Stones, they pinned him back, but that's a big play right there, a 12-yard gain for a first down.
Yeah, and a good thing that Zaire Fortune was there because that could have been a lot longer of a run. He's able to grab the shoe tops there and just bring them down.
Yeah, and if you're a Beaver supporter, you say, let's stop that run on them. They're probably going to run. They're not going to throw after the guy just had an interception. Let's stop that run. Raby, an excellent back, but he had a really good hold to run through, so credit the offensive line of the Roadrunners. They have first down, 2:13 to go, third quarter. They're trailing it by 3 at 20-17. That's motion. That's Borchard in motion. He will hand it off on the third guy coming around, but he has got nowhere to go, and that's Dade. And the Beavers just about destroy him at the 10-yard line. So once you fake it to 3 different people and give it to the fourth, it didn't quite work out timing-wise for the Roadrunners.
Chris Butters held up the runner there, and then I believe that was Edgar Montez coming in and finishing him off there. So a good job by the Beavers.
I say Edgar the missile Montez because he came in like a missile there.
He did.
Just big play right here. Second 19, according to PA announcer Matt Pearson, who does a fine job.
He does a
fine job. I give him a bad time. Yeah,
I like to as
I'm
well.
going to continue to.
Yeah. Well, he's no Jamie Coffey. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Hand off to Raby, and he is caught in the backfield and dropped at about the 9-yard line. So not much you're going to do. You're not going to probably put the ball up in that deep in your end of the field like that. And Raby, who's an excellent back, that time is dropped, but great penetration by the Beavers defensive line.
Akio Martinson just doing his thing up front. He got into the backfield and able to hold him up, bring him down. It's going to set up a third and a long way to go.
Coach O very excited yesterday when I talked to him that Akio Martinson was going to be returning to the lineup, and we see he's been in on at least a half dozen big plays for the Beavers defensively. So they've got third down. They've got 21 yards to go. Their ball's on the 9. They need to get to the 30. Obviously a big play here. Let's see if they give. Now we got Cooper back in there. So Amari Cooper is back in at quarterback. Left-handed quarterback is going to hand it off to Raby. He is swimming. He comes back the other way, and there's more Beavers waiting there. He should have just kept going the first way. He comes back the other way, and he's swarmed over at the 5-yard line. So great defensive sequence for the Beavers after the turnover deep in the Roadrunners' end.
Gavin Malloy standing there just waiting. As he had to reverse field, Gavin Malloy just kind of stood there waiting for him. He ran right into his arms like they were waiting for each other.
I'm not going to say right there waiting for you again. That's the end of the third quarter. Not too much scoring. It's all about the Beavers. They are up 20-17. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here at Beaver Stadium. Martha Phantom Low along with Stones McCoy. And it is a good one. Beavers on top 20-17. It is Ashton Carr back to punt. He gets it away. Beavers will field it at the 47 and go straight up the field. That's Eckhart down to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. Colby Eckhart with a tremendous return. It looked like he was going to be stopped after he got a couple yards. Gets it all the way down to the 31 and sets up a first down for the Beavers deep in the Roadrunner territory.
Couple of guys in there on the tackle, Landon Howard, Asavera Zada.
There you go.
Yeah, well, that's the best I'm going to get right there. But we also have a player down. I'm trying to get the number there. Does look like a road runner. It is. It's number 8. That's Jude Mendoza.
Jude Mendoza, one of the top defensive backs on the Roadrunners.
Absolutely. But he is now to a knee, so hopefully nothing too serious.
Are you talking about Ash Sharzadeh?
That's the one I was talking about. Thank you for cleaning that up for me.
Sharzadeh.
Okay.
Af Sharzadeh.
You tell me.
I looked at this all week trying to figure out if this guy plays, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Well,
and
he did.
Thankfully, you got it.
He did.
Af Sharzadeh out of Chico, California,
Yes.
the freshman fullback. All right.
We got to give him his props because I can't pronounce his name, he made a heck of a play out there.
Absolutely. Okay, we have the ball at the 45-yard line for some reason because the Beavers are down to 31, so I'm going to have to say it's probably a penalty on the return. I did not see and I did not hear anything about it.
Nor did I. And normally we hear the white hat up here in the booth, but I didn't hear him. What? Penalty. Yep.
Yeah.
Being told by the engineer it was a penalty, but he's just not sure what.
Yeah, that's true. He's not a football guy, but he does know penalties when he sees them.
He's a volleyball guy.
He really is. First down ball in the 45 of the Beavers. Our Curry's going to hand it right up the middle. No, he's going to fake it. And if he would have given it up the middle, the guy's still going. But our Curry held on to it and dropped for no gain down ran a little bit to his left, but dropped by a couple of different road runners. This brings up second down.
Nice to see that Courage Osawe is okay, and he's back in there, and he's making tackles. He's doing road runner things.
So second down. Yeah, if he'd have given it to Crawford, he kept going.
Somewhere down over there.
Maybe the
in the
fact that
parking
he
lot?
didn't have the ball was some reason why they didn't tackle him.
That's possible.
That's a possibility. Torres out to the right for Franco Curry, who hasn't put the ball up much, but he's going to hand it off. That time he does give it to Crawford. Crawford kicks it out to the left side to the 40, inside the 40-yard line. We've been waiting for Nathan to break one, and that one looked pretty good to Beaver fans and gets a first down right about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, forced out of bound there by number 16 for the Roadrunners. That'd be Ojani Gray, defensive back out of Sherwood, Oregon. So, again, another guy who found the pipeline from Oregon to Butte.
That's not that long of a pipeline.
Oh, okay.
18-yard gain for Crawford. Sets up first down at the place where the Beavers would have had it, well, close to where they would have had it if they didn't have the penalty. And up the middle to Crawford again. He gets over the 35 down to the 34. Not as easy going that time, but he does get 3 yards.
He does, but big number 90, he's doing his thing. So Asawi Jr. You know who we haven't spoken about is Kai Ball in a while. So I like what the offensive line is doing right now against Kai because we haven't had to say his name very much.
You got to remember, this is a defense that gives up 70 yards a game on the ground.
I know.
And that's all. And the Beavers have just been pounding and pounding and pounding. Now, turnovers and stuff have played a part in this thing, but they've just been sticking with the ground game the entire time as we're under 13 minutes to go in the ball game, and they lead by 3. Horton gets it. He stood up. Keeps pushing down to about the 32-yard line. But the first carry for Horton since he turned it over down close to the goal line, and he holds on to that thing, gets a couple of yards, brings up 3rd down.
And, of course, I said we hadn't said Kai Ball's name in a while, and then Kai Ball decides, you better start saying my name.
He's a big guy, and he really is good against the run. He's a big guy, right? Formidable like a nose tackle. And he has got the Beavers down at the 32-yard line. So let's call it 3rd and 5. Torres again out to the right side. Beavers with the full backfield on 3rd down. Going to hand it off. Cutting it up to the 30, and that's all. I think that was Crawford that got the handoff. It was Nathan Crawford, and he got to the 30, but he's still going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Jude Mendoza and Quentin Beeman on the stop there for the Roadrunners. So, yeah, that's going to bring them up a couple yards short.
Yeah, 4th and 3, so let's see what the Beavers want to do. The field goal would be 47 yards. Richardson has had a 46-yarder and put it through. But if you miss it, then you're going to give the ball a pretty good position to the Roadrunners. So the Beavers are going to go for it here on 4th and 3. They've got to get just outside the 37-yard line according to the sticks. Let's see what play they call when they need 3 yards. Showing pressure are the Roadrunners or Curry. Maybe he's just trying to draw them off sides here. Let's see, and it looks like that's maybe what was going on as the timeout is called by the Beavers. So Stones, we're 3.5 minutes into this 4th quarter. You called out before at halftime the Beavers defensive unit as being the key unit. So far, I have to say you're dead on.
Well, you know, it's one of the few things I've ever been right about in my life, and I'll take it, and I'll take it all the way to the bank. But, no, they have really played well, and you could see it, and it was really boiling over from the first quarter. I don't think they were really proud of the way they put that first quarter together, and they really started gelling in the second quarter, and they've carried it all the way through halftime, and now we're here in the 4th quarter. They're really, really playing well.
And if you look at the score, I mean, you figure it out, they've got 17 points this Butte, and 7 of those points came as a result of a 48-yard fumble recovery. So the offense really has just put 10 points up on the board. A little mysterious why they had a cornerback switch for the Roadrunners there in the 3rd quarter, but we saw Cooper come back to run that last drive, so we're going to assume we'll see Amari Cooper the next time the Roadrunners get the ball, and let's see when that is. If the Beavers have their say, it won't be for a while as Curry brings the offensive unit out. Remember, they've got to get just about 3 yards here on 4th down.
I like this play.
They've got Horton and got Crawford right next to him. Curry's going to throw. He's going to throw short. He's got a runner at the 30, but right on it. That is Nikhil Lawrence, I believe, number 1, and he was right on that play. And they did the thing that you don't like to see where you need 3 yards, but your receiver only goes out 1. And you try to hit him, and there's no way that he's getting around Lawrence, and the Roadrunners take over.
Yeah, that's a type of short pass that you don't want to throw until your guy has gotten to the sticks, and if he doesn't get to the sticks, I think you got to tuck and run.
Yeah.
And that just didn't happen there, but again, I like the play. I'd much rather them turn the ball over back to the Roadrunners there at the 31 as opposed to, let's say, the 41 trying to kick the field goal.
Exactly. So there you go. 1st down, and we'll see who comes out. It is Amari Cooper, number 2. Now Raby, number 5, in the backfield. He's had a good day running the ball. Najee Dean, number 10, has not had a lot of catches out there. As Cooper's going to throw that one from the start. He's got time, and here comes pressure. Sidearms it down, looking like, was that not known? That's number 80.
Akil Madison.
Coming through. So that's Madison coming through on a crossing route. But I think that Cooper had to adjust his throwing motion there, Stones, and he threw his sidearmer.
Well, the Beavers took away all the throwing lanes, so Akil had to literally come from the far right side of the field all the way across to the left. He was running like a 40-yard slant pattern, and just trying to find that zone over there. He had to drop down to the side, throw it over the head of the defender.
Second down, 10 yards to go, ball in the 31. 11:23 to go in the ball game. Beavers up by 3. There's a handoff to Revy. The Beavers trying to close down the edge, and they do. He might get a yard or two, but well done by the Beavers to drop him at the 34 and bring up a 3rd and long.
Beautiful tackle there by Isaac Estacio. And you said we'd say his name
You
more,
do.
and we do.
Yeah, once you said you weren't going to say it, then all of a sudden he's in every play, which is fine because it brings up a 3rd and 7 and a big play right here with 11 minutes to go for both the Roadrunners offense and the Beavers defense. Cooper is going to send 3 over to the right side, including the tight end. He's got 1 back with him, and the Beavers going to call a timeout.
That'd be their second timeout of the half, so they only have 1 remaining.
They are going to call a timeout, and then so will we with 10:39 to go. Our score, American River College 20, Butte College 17. We're back right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California, with over 19 sports programs.
3rd and 7, 10:39 to go from Beaver Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Stones McCoy, and the Roadrunners are back ready to go after that timeout by the Beavers. They only have 1 left now. And then we've got somebody jumping. I believe it was the offensive lineman. Yeah, we're going to make that 3rd and 7 a 3rd and 12. And I got to think, Stones, that might change the play that the Roadrunners have called.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the timeout for the Beavers actually worked out well because they were able to get the false start. It's going to push them back 5, and you're right. I think it does. I think it changes the play call for the Roadrunners.
As I was saying to you in the break that I haven't seen them throw a lot of flare passes or anything to Raby since early in this ball game. And maybe at 3rd and 12, you can't really do that. At 3rd and 7, you really can. So we'll see. Aiden Turner, another big target. Number 14, the tight end, is slotted over to the right side. Single receiver to the left side is DJ Horton. Raby is back next to Amari Cooper, the quarterback, the left-hander out of New Orleans. Back to pass. He's got time. He slings it over. He's got an open receiver. It's Horton, and he loses the ball. The Beavers jump on it. And is it a possession and then a fumble? I think that's what it'll be. Let's see. Let's make sure. As Horton had it now coming up, Raby is coming up and just took a shot at one of the Beavers. As the pile, Beavers jumped on that ball clearly with the recovery. I'm just waiting, conditioned by the National Football League. I want to make sure it was a catch first.
I know what you're saying, but it absolutely was a catch, and then he kind of turned his body, stuck his hand out, and lost the ball.
Yeah.
To Marion Williams right there for the recovery for the Beavers.
Well, let's see. The referees are getting together and talking. Hopefully it's not about possession. It's about the assessment of that foul. It looked like to us that Raby came out of the pile and struck one of the Beavers, but we don't know what precipitated that, and the referees are right there, so we'll wait and see. Hopefully we have a change of possession, though, and that's what the Beavers think has happened. That is a huge play and a well-thrown ball by Cooper right to DJ Horton. Beavers will get the fumble. Yeah. They're going to call us unsportsmanlike on both teams, so we'll have a net no gain. So Brandon Sanders there, first one, and then we saw Raby come up out of the pile. But the bottom line, the headline here, Stones, is they had a first down, staring him in the face, coughed the ball up, and the Beavers have a first down, the ball on the 41-yard line.
That's a tremendous turnover for the Beavers, and one of those that's not necessarily forced by the Beavers. That was an unforced turnover by the Roadrunners, and now what they have to do is capitalize on that free gift the Roadrunners just gave them.
We've had some interesting turnovers in this game.
We have.
A couple of interceptions. We've had fumbles that just pop out of people's hands and stuff. So here's the Beavers. They just failed on a fourth down, and they have a first down at the 41. Curry's going to hold on to it. He's going to go deep, and there was Montez was knocked over, it looked like, at about the 15-yard line, and the flag is coming in. Don't know if that was inadvertent or what, but there was two guys on Luis Montez. He was clearly the intended receiver and probably would have got right where the ball was had he hadn't been impeded. Let's see what the call is.
I believe that was Ty Williams on defense there, and we'll see if he is going to be charged with the PI or not.
I have never seen two referees stand there with their arms outstretched like that. So it's a 15-yard penalty. It'll take it down to the 26-yard line. But that was odd because they came back. The guy who threw the flag, he still hasn't picked it up. But two of the referees were just holding their arms out wide, like arms wide open.
Like you want to hug somebody?
Well, I don't want to go that far.
Okay, all right.
First down at the 26-yard line, so a couple of nice breaks for the Beavers here with the fumble recovery and now the penalty. 10:25, though, plenty of time in this one. Our Curry now with, again, Horton and Crawford have been the running backs with him all game long. Crawford's going to take it right up the middle, and he surges his way inside the 20. Impressive run by Nathan Crawford. He hit the hole looking like there was a big hole. There wasn't, but he made one.
And he ran right over Jonah Flowers, who was there to try to make the tackle, but he just kept going, and Jonah Flowers was on there for the ride. Really nice run there by the Beavers.
7-yard carry by Crawford sets up a 2nd and 3 as we go under 10 minutes in this one. Our Curry is trying to signal back to the sideline. Remember, the Beavers they have one more timeout in this ball game, so they don't want to waste it here in trying to get the assignments together. But here they go. Hand up right up the middle again. That's Crawford. Breaks his way inside of about the 15. I believe he got far enough to get that first down. It'll set the Beavers up first down with the ball at the 15-yard line. Crawford, 2 straight runs, gets the first down.
Jeremiah Johnson to kill Lawrence in there for the stop for the Road Runners, but not before the first down.
Here comes number 34. That's Elijah Gutierrez comes on. I think the first time today. Elijah, one of the top runners for the Beavers, has 159 yards and 34 carries and a pair of touchdowns. And he will take over for Nathan Crawford. We have not seen Zaire Eastman today. And there's Gutierrez, and he takes the carry. He's got a little bit of a hole, and he'll get down to about the 7 or 8 yard line, although a flag comes in late from the linesman on our side. He doesn't throw that flag very far to try to get people to notice it. He kind of like drops it down, but we'll wait and see what the call is on a really good run by Elijah Gutierrez.
Well, it's nice to see a first set of legs by Gutierrez as well. You can really see that. I know the offensive line likes that as well because it's really helping with their front four push.
The Roadrunners reacting like it's going to be on the Beavers, and we could see might see a hold here. It's 15 yards, so it's not a hold.
So it was a penalty on Demarion Williams. Second time I've mentioned his name in the last 5 minutes. This one for a penalty. Not exactly certain as to what it was.
Yeah, back to the 30-yard line. Yeah, we didn't really hear. It was a 15-yard penalty. So the Beavers were in great shape there on a good run by Gutierrez. Turns around, and it'll be first down. And they've got to get down to the 15-yard line, so 1st and 15 for the Beavers. And a little hole again. There's Gutierrez, and another flag is thrown right in the middle of the line. So the Beavers with 2 good runs, and let's see, maybe 2 penalties in a row here, making themselves go backwards in this 4th quarter. I haven't seen, we've had penalties, and I haven't seen a lot of penalties for a community college game, but they're coming quickly here in the 4th quarter. And holding number 60 will be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, so that'll take us close to back to the 40-yard line. The Beavers will face a 1st and 25.
That would have been Jordan Wiggins-Hill, who was called for the penalty there. Got an offensive lineman right now on the field, number 71, who we don't have listed on the current roster. So trying to figure that one out for the last couple of minutes.
They'll sneak it in on us.
Yeah, they do. They try to do that.
1st and 25. Beavers in a throwing set, or Curry is going to hand it off, though, to Gutierrez. And he fumble the ball? I think he did. And the Roadrunners pick it up. So a terrible series, and Gutierrez is down on the field. 2 penalties and now a turnover for the Beavers, and the Roadrunners are set up at about the 39-yard line.
Timo Letzi, a defensive lineman out of Salem, Oregon for the Roadrunners, in there, and he was able to recover that ball. I'm not sure if he knocked it out as well. It's kind of hard to see from up here. Then we also have a Beaver down on the field.
And again, we talk about the cavalcade of turnovers we've seen. We've seen fumbles. We've seen knocked out of their hands fumbles. We've seen pop out for no reason fumbles. We've seen interceptions. And so we've seen a lot of different kind of turnovers. But that one, the Beavers were on the verge of really maybe going up 2 scores, getting it down inside the 10-yard line. Consecutive holding penalties took them back. And then the fumble that's recovered by the Roadrunners on the 39. We've got a player down who's being attended to. So while he's down, we're going to take a short break here. 8:13 to go. Beavers up by 3 on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Back here at Beaver Stadium, Mark the Phantom Low along with Stones McCoy, and Elijah Gutierrez was the injured player, the ball carrier. He is being helped off the field, gingerly on the one leg, but he's moving a little bit better than he was when he started, so hopefully he'll be able to bounce back. But the Roadrunners take over on the fumble at the 37-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go with 8:13 to go, and they trail it by 3. Amari Cooper is the quarterback. Now Raby behind him. Beavers defense has been on the field a lot in the second half, and they've performed well. They're going to be called on once again here by the Beaver fans. And there is Cooper. He's got time. He's still got time. He's going to let it go. And on it is Dutton. Turns around and incomplete. I think we're going to get an interference call, though, on Dutton. As the ball up in the air, the receiver was turning around, and Dutton might have run into him.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cade Dutton had his hands in his jersey, and as the receiver made the inside and the outside cut, kind of separated from him, saw the grab. Yeah. Both the referee and the line judge saw that.
So it'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Beavers. And it'll take it all the way up near midfield here, probably about the 48-yard line. So the Beavers, Cooper had time, but Dutton was all over him. I know he wasn't wide open or anything. The ball put a lot of air on that ball, and it ended up, I think that's what really sealed Dutton's doom, as the ball was in the air so long. There was contact between him and the receiver. So first down on the Beavers 48 as we go down toward 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Handoff is to Raby. He comes around the left side. He submarines his way down inside the 45 to about the 43. Give him a gain of 5 and make it 2nd and 5.
Like to give the tackle to somebody, but you know who I'm going to give it to?
Yep.
The Turf Monster.
Oh, that Turf Monster guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, before he even hit the line, he had kind of started stumbling. So.
Yeah, and he didn't get to the 43 because he started stumbling at the 46, and that's where they're going to mark it down. So give him a gain of about 3, or make it 2 according to Matt Pearson. So make it 2nd and 8 on the 46-yard line. Butte College 5-1 on the season. There's Raby again up the middle. He runs right into one of the Beavers defenders, and he drops him at about the 43.
Oh, you know who that is? It's the Isaac Estacio missile.
Oh my gosh!
I think you
no,
called
the missile is Edgar Montes.
Oh, excuse me.
That's
okay,
right.
I was going to say. So I assigned the wrong one. So.
All right, that's okay. 5 yards to go on third down here. Big play, obviously, for the Roadrunners. They send in a new contingent here. Aiden Turner, as we said, one of the prime targets, the tight end for Amari Cooper on the season with 14 catches.
Alonzo Borchette came in with that switch as well.
He's the wide receiver, 8 catches of 100 yards on the season. So he is a viable target also for Amari Cooper, who's going to throw quickly. It looks like he wants to. He does throw quickly. It's a completion to number 20. He goes all the way through. That is Caprice Calhoun, who looked like when he caught the ball, he was in the middle of traffic, but he made it in there for a first down.
Yeah, there's a great lane that the Roadrunners set up for that reception there, and just able to run it up the right side there, pick up enough for the first down.
At the 30-yard line, first down. They're going to hand it off to Calhoun again, and Calhoun is down. And the coach behind us is yelling out that the Beavers had 12 men on the field. Let's see. We do have a flag on the play, dropped down about the 10-yard line, as Calhoun's run went for about 3 yards on that one. And really, I thought that when he received that pass on the previous play, it looked like there were a lot of Beavers around him, but he picked his way through.
Absolutely.
And made a nice run and got the first down.
And I don't know how they could figure out if there was 12 or not. They went so fast on that, I didn't have time to count
anyway.
That was
crazy, yeah. So a 5-yard penalty against the Beavers. It'll be a first down and 5 now, the ball on the 25-yard line. 6:11 to go in the ball game, and Butte College trailing this one by 3 at 20-17, but they've got a chance here, knocking on the door of the Beavers. So 1st and 5, Calhoun stays in, he is the running back. Out of Butte Colony, Atwater, California. Turn around, he'll hand it to Caprice Calhoun, goes to the right side, cuts it back, and makes a nice run down, close to a first down at the 20. Let's see what the final call is, but it'll be close to a first down for the Roadrunners.
Chris Butters in there for the stop for the Beavers. Good thing. Unfortunately, not before, I believe.
Yeah, let's see where they mark it. They mark it right on the 20-yard line.
And they give him the first down. You're seeing the line judge telling the chain gang to go ahead and move down.
Move the chains.
And there they figured out.
Colin Bray comes in defensively for the Beavers as they'll face 1st and 10. The Roadrunners with the ball at the 20-yard line. Raby is back in behind Amari Cooper. He'll get the handoff and try the middle and get a couple of yards, but the Beavers do a pretty good job of closing it down right about the 17-yard line, sets up a second down.
Amari Cooper running over to the sideline. I don't know if he's getting the play directly or what's going on there.
It looks like he is going over there to get talk to the coach. Let's see. There's a lot of in and out here for the Roadrunners as we're down to 4:35 and counting to go in this ball game. Beavers 20, Roadrunners 17. Only 3 points scored in this second half. A Landon Richardson field goal of 41 yards. Cooper in the shotgun, turns, hands it to Raby, tries the left side this time. Beavers, good pursuit, but he bounces off one. Dutton has the angle and knocks him out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So Raby with another good-looking run, and that'll set up the Roadrunners inside the 10-yard line, first down, although we do look like we have a penalty on the play.
You do have laundry down there.
Might be against the Beaver. The Beavers are pleading. Maybe it's a face mask or something down there as the Beavers defensive back pleading his case with the officials. The Beavers have been on the wrong end of a couple of penalties here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Takai was down there just pleading his case, trying to figure out what actually happened there. They are picking that penalty up, so that maybe Takai got his point across.
Maybe he did, but unfortunately for the Beavers, the ball marked at the 6-yard line after the Raby run, and it's 1st and goal for the Roadrunners, and we're coming up close to 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Roadrunners break the huddle and then decide, hey, we're going to talk it over again. We need
That's a balk.
We need to talk it over. That's close enough. Heavy set to the left side, give it to Raby, and there's going to be a flag on the play, and I think Raby is going to get into the end zone.
He does.
It would be a Roadrunner touchdown. Let's see what the flag is. as they were in a different formation than they've been in all game long, and that flag was immediately dropped as soon as the ball was snapped.
Yeah, you can see the back judge threw that before the play even started. So as soon as they broke the huddle, I believe they're going to get him for illegal formation.
They're talking it over. A lot of conversation.
We have had one flag picked up recently,
have,
so
I
you
think
never know.
This one looks like it's going to. So 47 just offside.
Okay.
Lined up in the neutral zone.
Okay. All right.
It was a manifestation of having so many people over there. It just wasn't illegal.
Gotcha.
It's illegal to line up offsides, and so I guess that is an illegal formation.
It's not encroachment, though, is it?
No, I think encroachment's a defensive
That's
penalty.
what I thought. Okay.
All right, it's at the 11-yard line, still first and goal, still first down. Beavers with some defensive placements, getting some fresh bodies in there. Shamonte Brown, I believe, is one of them. Number 97, yeah, he is in. Looks like Calhoun is back behind Cooper, the running back, Caprice Calhoun. He'll get the handoff. He tries to go around the right side. He's got an opening. Beavers try to pull him down. Nice job at the 8-yard line by the Beavers. That looked like number 23 on that one. That was Kevin Arnold making the play for the Beavers, and a big play it was.
Kevin's not a big guy. He's, 6 foot 160, but he was there making the play, grabbing him right up around the shoulder pads, dragging him to the ground. Good thing for the Beavers right there. Clock is still running.
Yeah.
She's kind of in an awkward spot right now. They're only up by 3, but bend, don't break defense. Keep them out of the end zone, hold them to a field goal. I think you're sitting pretty.
That's what you got to try to do, obviously. As you say, we're under 3 minutes now. Calhoun just came in late. He's an impressive-looking runner, wearing number 20 for the Roadrunners. And there's a quarterback draw for Cooper. He is bottled up inside the 5 at about the 4. That's a good job recovering by and reacting by the Beavers defense. That was a really good play call, I thought, by the Roadrunners.
You haven't seen it all game.
No, that's exactly
So
right.
that's the right time to call that. You're down, inside of the 10-yard line. Got to try to pick up as many yards as you can. And the worst-case scenario is you set yourself up for a potential field goal, right? So you don't want to turn the ball over down here.
Well, they've got third down coming up, so they do have it down to play with. Third down, the ball just inside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 4. So third and goal on the 4. Cooper obviously with a lot of choices. He's got Raby back in the game. He can call his own number if he wants. He has Aiden Turner has been the target. He's got a couple of tight ends in there, and they're both lined up to the right side. We're going to get a timeout, I think, called.
Be Butte's first.
Yeah, it will be called by Butte, and they just want to make sure they're on the right thing. And it looks like, as I said, there's a lot of guys wearing number 80 that are really big, which usually are tight ends.
Yeah.
So they got the big group in.
They had the jumbo package to the right side. I mean, they were definitely setting it up for potential another quarterback sneak or a run to the right. Maybe a little bit of misdirection as well. You never know. They do have 2 downs to play with. I believe this would be considered 4-down territory with this time of the game.
I don't think, unless they lose yardage here on this first down, I think they'll probably go for the win. This is a time where if you're the Beavers, you want one guy to come in and make a play. That's what it's going to take here.
Absolutely.
You need somebody to make a play at third and goal from the 4-yard line. And they've had a game to look at Butte and what they like to do. Again, Cooper pulls out the quarterback draw, and I thought the Beavers did a great job reacting. And we are down at the 2-minute timeout here. So I thought they called a timeout, but I guess they just let it run down to the 2-minute timeout. So, Stones, we had kind of 2 different games. We had a 17-17 first game.
Yep.
And then we've had a 3-0 turnover kind of field and more penalties second game.
Well, that's just it. I mean, the penalties have racked up here in the second half. 9 for 80 against the Beavers and 6 for 70 against the Roadrunners. That's quite a bit of penalties. We talked about it pregame. Those types of penalties don't generally help you win games. But right now, both these teams are sitting in a pretty good position considering those penalty numbers.
Yeah, I think more than the penalties, it's been turnovers that hurt both teams.
Turnovers are the bigger thing, yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Third down, goal to go, 2 minutes to go in the game. It's been a great one out here from Beaver Stadium. Now they're going to reassemble over to the left side, the big package. Cooper will get the snap from center. He's going to throw. The flag goes up right away, and he falls down at the 11-yard line. So it's going to be very interesting what this penalty is because, Stones, as we discussed, If he's on the 11-yard line and it's 4th down, I think they go with Garner and go for the tie. Let's see.
I agree with you.
Obviously, the flag was thrown right away. I think it is. I thought I just saw the referee motion against the. Against the runner. There's your illegal formation.
There it is.
But in this case, I think you've got to, unless you really have a lot of faith in your offense, you've got a great kicker. Let's go ahead and tie it up.
Well, you have to at this point. I mean, there's a minute 55 on the clock. Beavers only have one timeout.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that plays into the Roadrunners' hands just a bit. So, yeah, you go for the tie here, see if your defense can't hold and try to get it back.
Garner is 10 for 11, including a field goal today of 36 yards. This one just 29 yards. Beavers want to make sure they don't make a big penalty here and give them a first down, run into the kicker, something of that nature. Garner on a bad snap, he puts it up, and it is good. Good job holding right there by, I think that was that Cruz that's the holder, number 18.
18 is the holder.
Well, that was a great job because that was a kind of a wayward snap, and Garner puts it through. He's excellent. We've talked about the special teams so far, both kickers now with field goals. But, if you're in American River College, you got a first down and goal.
Yes.
Inside the 10-yard line, obviously. You had 3rd and goal from the 4, and you made him kick the field goal.
That's been not break defense. Exactly what I think Coach O and all those coaches down there on the sideline for the Beavers, I think that's exactly what they wanted. I mean, you can't keep a team like the Roadrunners from being offensive at all. So they showed their offense, but you were able to keep them out of the end zone.
And even though there was an illegal formation, I think what happened on that play, I think Cooper looked to his left to where he wanted to throw the ball, and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm just going to go ahead and sit down and let Garner come in and do it. So good job by the Beavers. Their defensive backfield and linebackers have really played excellently in the second half. And we are 17-17 first half, 3-3 second half.
Heck of a game.
And we are down at 1:32 to go. As it will be Jaden Anderson and Eckhart going back. Colby Eckhart. I didn't want to call him Kobe because I thought his name was Colby. Garner with the kickoff. He has got just one return for the Beavers. They've been fair catching it. That one is driven, and Anderson calls for the fair catch while the ball is still in the air. And I think that might be more to protect against a turnover on the return. Although with Anderson, maybe you take a chance and try to break one.
I think that's more in line with 1:32 on the clock and one timeout.
Yeah. Let's see. Now, sometimes you'll see a team they'll run a play or two, and if they get a big play on the first play or two, they'll go ahead and rearrange their thinking. And if they don't, they'll go ahead and try to run the clock out. But the Roadrunners have 3 timeouts. So if they were to stop the Beavers on short to no gain, I think we would see them call them because you can't keep them.
Can't keep them. Can't take them with you.
That's what they say. Torres is out to the right side. It's a double slot out here. A Curry. Let's see if Crawford is back. And Curry's going to look to pass. No, he's going to quarterback draw. He's got room in the middle of the field. 35, 40, 45. He's hit at the 45 out to the 49-yard line. That's Montez Randall that made the hit. Well, what a play by a Curry with the quarterback draw.
I wouldn't say that was Montez Randall making the hit. I would say that's Frank Curry making the hit and Montez Randall stopping him in his track.
Thank you for that correction. I stand corrected. We are down to 110. The Beavers with that big play are at midfield. Curry back to pass. He's got time. He throws it to the sideline, and it is defended well. Whew. He's looking to look like for Jaden Anderson, and the defender was behind him and knocked it away.
Saheed Polite, the defensive back out of Grant Union. First time we made mention his name so far, but yeah, really good play on the ball.
It looks like the flag, we have a flag dropped at the 47. Jeremiah Johnson signals we're going to accept it. And we've got a holding call. That's a 15-yard penalty. And that's going to really put a crimp in the old sails right there.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a holding what they got him. It's the hands to the face that they got him with the 15. So Jordan Wiggins Hill, second time we've mentioned his name today, and unfortunately both times have been on the penalty. So pushing him back 15 yards is going to make it a little bit more difficult for him.
Yeah, we talked about this has been a kind of a penalty-filled second half, especially fourth quarter in a game that wasn't that heavy on the penalties in the first half. So 1st and 25. Our Curry's going to do the draw again. He'll get out to about the 36-yard line. I would be surprised if the Roadrunners in there, they would call it one of their timeouts. as we are under a minute to go at 53 seconds. And if you're the Beavers, you definitely want to run the ball, make them use all their timeouts if they are able to do so they wouldn't have them for any kind of, you're going to run them down, hopefully get it down inside 30 seconds. But, a very appealing start to the drive with the Curry quarterback draw, but then penalties really biting the Beavers in the second half.
Yeah, the penalty numbers are really starting to stack up. That's the 10th penalty on the Beavers for 95 total yards. We talked about it pregame. It's tough to win games that way, and generally you don't win games with those kind of penalty yards. But Beavers were able to do it last week against Shasta. Hopefully they're able to clean up this last 53 seconds or so. I think the ball needs to get down around the 25 or so to give them an opportunity. What do you think?
I think that's about right. Let's see if the Beavers can move it a little bit further and give Landon Richardson a little bit better field position. And we're only at second down now. There's 24 yards to go. But let's see what the Beavers pull out. I would be surprised to see a Curry put the ball up in the air at this point. Torres is out here to the right. They do have a receiver in the slot. Anderson taken to the left side by himself. Our Curry's going to hand it off. And there's Crawford around the right side, and he is hit a couple of times. Quentin Beeman was the guy who delivered the end, but I think it was Javin Hudson. You've said that name a lot today, Stones.
Yeah,
he was in there knocking him down for the first one in the timeout. Second one is taken by the Roadrunners.
Javin Hudson, the freshman, has played really well today.
Has.
And I think you're seeing it, unfortunately. Quentin Beeman on the ground. And, all right, he pops himself up, so no longer an issue, and a timeout taken by the Roadrunners.
Yeah, Hudson second on the team in tackles coming in behind Flowers, who's also been impressive. But we haven't said Jonah's name as much here in that second half. We have had a couple of Jude Mendoza has played a really fine game as well in the backfield. But the Beavers now are going to face a 3rd down and 20, the ball on the 40-yard line. 47 seconds to go. They have one timeout. The Roadrunners have one timeout. You'd think they'd keep the ball on the ground. I mean, if it was 5 yards, maybe they put the ball in the air. 10 yards, perhaps. But 20 yards, the odds are they have one play over 20 yards today, and that was a beautiful 63-yard touchdown from our Curry to Jaden Anderson. Kind of the play, Stones, I think, woke up the team.
Yes.
And down 14-0. It seems like a long time ago now. But they
it
brought
was
it
a long
back.
time ago.
It was a long time ago. And then they came up with a turnover and tied it up, and that's where we are. Still tied. It's 20-20. Crawford and Horton in the backfield along with our Curry. 47 seconds to go for regulation, and that's just going to be Crawford up the middle. He's trying to kick away, and a tackle again by number 32. That's our same guy right there, Mr. Javin Hudson, and he'll drop Crawford, who's slow to get up at the 42. And with 39 seconds to go, the Roadrunners take their final timeout.
Yeah, Nathan Crawford still on the ground for the Beavers. It was a pretty clean-looking tackle by Roadrunners. Just came down awkwardly. It looks like he's holding on to that left ankle there. So
he's had some injury troubles and some woes here in his time here in American River. I know that Coach O very, very high on him last year when he had an injury and caused him to miss the season. And he's out here, been an effective runner today. We've seen him break it one time, but it really seemed like he was on the verge of breaking it a couple of other times. And he's being attended to. We are at 39 seconds to go in a game that's been, like we said, 2 different games, but the turnovers and the penalties have seemed to take over. We had some great individual plays during especially the first 3 quarters, but it really seems like this 4th quarter and probably part of the 3rd as well. We've got some turnovers. We've got some turnovers without, the Roadrunners coughed the ball up on a pass reception for no reason whatsoever, it seemed like. The Beavers turned it over in critical territory a couple of times as well. They turned it over inside the opponent's 10-yard line once today. So critical turnovers on both sides, and now penalties have started to take over, but not to obscure some really good defensive efforts on both squads.
I think the defense for both squads, they can hold their heads high today. They've played well. They've rallied around the ball pretty tightly. Again, it's a 20-20 game right now. So, neither one of the offenses has taken over and just, dominated this game. So defense hold their head high on both sides of the field. But, 42 seconds left in a tie game. I mean, there's a lot of game left.
Well, we did say at halftime if they doubled the score, if the score went high, we thought it favored Butte.
Mm-hmm.
Now the score has stayed low, and the Beavers are still in it, but they're going to have to punt the ball away here. And I think probably Jaden Seiler is going to be the recipient, and he is kind of camping at about his 30-yard line right now. Beavers, according to Stones McCoy, would like to get the ball down to the 25-yard line.
At least.
Yeah. Richardson punts about 34, 35 yards a punt, so that would get the ball down to about the 25 if it holds true. See if the Roadrunners look like they're going to make a try, and they do come through, and he gets it away. Seiler runs away from it, and the ball rolls down to the 20. That is an excellent effort by Landon Richardson, who's our buddy Hudson was coming right up the middle, and Richardson had to get it away, and he puts them inside even inside the stone zone, down inside the 20.
The stone zone.
The stone zone.
And number 79, who is not on my roster for American River College, one of the three guys back to keep the Roadrunners from blocking that.
He kept them away from that. That was the run where it's definitely going to make a move. And then if you're the Roadrunners, you go, yeah, that's a good idea as long as we don't rough the kicker.
Exactly.
But they probably figured maybe even if they rough the kicker, it would just take them up to about the 50-yard line. Maybe they'd be okay. 30 seconds to go in this one, regulation-wise. You better get a notebook out and start looking at what the overtime rules are.
Oh, boy, that's right.
I don't think we've ever done an overtime game here at ARC.
No, I don't think I have been involved in one.
I believe Land says he's leaving at the end of the regulation, the scoreboard guy.
Oh,
he says
of course.
Leaving. He said, I'm only contracted to go to the end of regulation.
Logan is pulling a toy, is what you're saying?
I'm going to call him Landon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
that because Richardson. Good.
Like
all right, here we go. We're going to get a knee here.
He's just going to kneel it
credit
out.
Landon Richardson for that as his punt put him down inside the 20-yard line, and Cooper takes the knee, and with 24 seconds, they'll just let that run out, and we'll have a little thing we like to call overtime. As we were 17-17 and 3-3. And we talked about both kickers before the game, and Garner and Richardson, and they've both been fantastic. A couple of field goals for both teams. And along with the defenses we signal, let's signal the special teams as well, as both kickers putting it through the upright a couple of times. And we are tied at 20 at the end of regulation. We will go to overtime. You know something? Let's take a little break before we go to overtime.
Let's do that.
We are going to play some more football. Right now, it's 2020 on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
From Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing.
We got extra football here. Overtime action between the Butte College Roadrunners and the hometown American River College Beavers. Mark the Phantom Low along with Stones McCoy. My guy Logan on the scoreboard. I think I might change his name to Landon, but that's still under contention.
I like it.
And Raleigh, the engineer. We have overtime rules, which means both teams will get, or each team will get the ball at the 25-yard line and try to score. Basically, is what happens. If the defense scores, then the whole thing is done. Right?
Yeah. If the defense scores on the first possession, then this game is over.
Now, I believe the referee said, and again, it sounds like he's going in a tunnel all the time, so I'm losing you. I believe he said at the second overtime, teams, if they scored the touchdown, would have to go for two. So, but both you and I got a feeling it's a one overtime game.
I don't think this is going very far.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, I'm excited. This is our first overtime game.
This is nice.
We get the number 7 ranked team in the state against a team that's won one game, and again, you can see watching Butte why they're good. You can see that.
Absolutely.
But you can also see that American River has got a lot more than they've shown so far. And Coach O's when I was talking to him about it yesterday, he was talking about when you're 0-5, you kind of got to look inside yourself and everybody kind of take responsibility for yourself. And so Butte College will be going on offense, I believe. He said American River said they wanted to go on defense. And Butte College says, let's take that side then. That would be the north side, I believe, is what happens. So we'll go down to that side.
So I was just corrected by the engineer. I think you got that reversed.
Okay.
And it looks like Butte will be on defense first.
Well, that shows me trying to figure that guy out.
Forcing ARC to score first.
Well, I don't know. Well, let's talk about that. Would you rather go first or go second knowing what you need, or would you rather go first and try to put that mark in there right away?
I prefer, especially in the college overtime rules, I prefer going second. You let your defense go out there, really get you and let you know what you need, and then you can go in and finish the deal.
I guess it probably depends how you feel about each unit. You know what I mean?
That's very true as well. Very true.
All right, so here we go. Beavers with the familiar Jamel Horton and Nathan Crawford. Good to see Nathan back in after he was injured a little bit here in that regulation. He will get the handoff and go up the middle and get himself about 4 yards. And, you know, Nathan, the thing about him is that when he gets tackled by multiple people.
Well, it does. It takes 4 or 5 guys to bring him down every single time. He runs with purpose.
Yeah.
You know, low to the ground, low center of gravity. And, you know, he's not the biggest guy, but he delivers a punch when he hits you.
A gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7, ball on the 22-yard line. That's just the straightforward Nathan Crawford run on first down. Our Curry, number 0. Frank is from Monterey Trail High School. 6'1", 190. He is a sophomore. Started the season out in the wide receiver room. His backfield mate, Jamel Horton, started out in the wide receiver room too. He's the running back now. And he will hold it, looks into the corner of the end zone. He throws it up and is knocked away. It looked like that was, is that number 6?
Sahid Polite.
Oh, Polite again comes up with another big play. You said his name first, now you'll say his name again.
I'm going to keep saying it too, because that was really good defense on the ball. I mean, it was a one-on-one opportunity. He didn't get there too early. You know, used a little bit of contact that they had there and played the ball very, very nicely. And maybe I should say it was Johnny Gray. That's what I should have said.
Yeah, okay. Johnny Gray making the play in the corner of the end zone. 3rd down and 7 yards to go. He's going back to pass. He's under pressure. He's trying to get away. Throws it up on the right side, and it's out of play. And a great job. We haven't seen a lot of pressure from the Roadrunners, but they came in with pressure on that one. And the Beavers are going to rely on Landon Richardson to try to put some points up on the board.
Yeah, the old Roadrunners utilizing the road running right up the middle there and putting pressure on the Beavers and just really kind of got them all out of sorts here. So big, long field goal coming up for him.
Yeah, a 39-yarder for Landon Richardson. He's hit from 46. He's hit from 41. And on 4th and 7 with the ball on the 22, he'll try a 39-yard field goal. Snap is good. The kick is up. The kick looks good, and it is good. Landon Richardson hits it from 39. His 3rd successful field goal on the day has put the Beavers up at least momentarily 23-20. And Stones, that's why you take second, because you like to see what the other team does and what you need. Now they know that we got to get at least 3.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think it relaxes the offense, right, going second. You know what you need to get. You're not super pressured to get the touchdown now that you know that you only need 3 to keep this thing going.
And I know I said it before, but this is a situation where, you know, you put 3 up on the board. I don't know if you're happy about that. I mean, you got points.
Yeah.
But somebody makes a big play. That's what happens.
Absolutely.
And if that happens, then the Beavers will come away victorious. They lead at 23-20. Niall Raby is the running back with Amari Cooper in the shotgun. Dean in motion. Handoff will be to Raby coming around the right side. Beavers close it down. A nice cutback, though. Still alive, getting down right to the 11-yard line. The Beavers, I thought the Beavers had him bottled up, Stones, but a good run by Raby. He picks up 14, make that 15. It's at the 10-yard line.
Devin Christian on the tackle for the Beavers to keep that one from getting into the end zone.
First down, they'll hand it off to Raby again. He works it middle and he gets upended by Dutton, but he's down at not Dutton, that is number 22.
Devin Williams.
That is Devin Williams, but he's got Raby's down to the 5-yard line.
They're going quick.
They're going quick because they've got him back on their heels, 2nd and goal at the 5. And we got a whistle. Let's see, was it a timeout? It is a timeout. The Beavers sensing what you sensed. They got the big run by Raby right away. It looks like, he's, obviously had a good game, but I thought the Beavers had him bottled up, and he found a hole and made it down and made that big play. And then, as you said, quickly went and got 5 more yards.
Yeah, and the offensive line for the Roadrunners, we haven't talked about them a tremendous amount today, but we need to mention them because, the rushing has been provided a lot by the good play of the offensive line by the Roadrunners. So
that's a great point.
They've done really well, but now, this is where the Beavers have shown that they can bend and not break down here. If I remember correctly, in the fourth quarter, they did this exact same thing where they were able to turn them away. So, this is it's an important drive here. Obviously, this is for the game, but the Beavers have to go into this with a little bit of confidence in the way they played the last drive of regulation.
And a really good timeout too, because as you mentioned, they were going quickly, and you want the Beavers to be, take a deep breath and get back out there. As we have 2nd down, goal to go, ball in the 5. Cooper now, you think he's got Raby. He's got Raby in the minds of the Beavers defense. Maybe he puts it in his belly and pulls it back out and takes it himself. Let's see. He hands it off to the running back, and in the backfield, what a play by the Beavers. Dropped back about the 10-yard line. I believe that's Carson Kelly making that play.
It's either I think that's Kaleo Latu. That's
49.
Yeah, 49. Excuse me. That's Mason Kelly.
That's
you are
Mason
correct.
Kelly.
Yep.
Kelly from Folsom, the freshman, with a big play, and that's what we were calling for. And now it's 3rd down, and you need another big play. So that's the problem with being on the 5-yard line. You need lots of big plays. Kelly comes up with the big one right there. Mason Kelly from Folsom, the leading tackler on the Beaver squad. Dade goes out to the right side. Najee Dade, the leading receiver. There's 2 receivers to the left side. Cooper goes back to pass. He's under pressure, scoops through. Beavers trying to pursue at the 5. He almost gets through. He's down to about the 3-yard line, maybe at the 4. And now, is it going to be Garner kicking it, or are they going to try to win the ball game right here, Stones?
Let's figure that out, because Isaiah Castasio says, I want them to kick a field goal.
That guy is really, ever since you start talking about him, he's come through. And here's Lane Garner on the field, who has just missed 1 field goal on the season. He needs a 20-yarder to send this one into the second overtime. The Beavers needed big plays. We talked about they needed a play. Kelly came up with the big play, and then Estacio, a big one of his own. Garner already has a couple of field goals. Strikes that one, strikes it true, and it's right down the middle for the tie. Did we have a penalty on the play? Or so that's number 86. I want to give credit. I think that's number 86 on the hold. That's Diego Sanchez, who's the punter. He is the holder, and he has had a couple of really nice plays as the holder. And Garner puts it right through, his 3rd field goal of the day. So, Stones, we didn't think it'd be the second overtime. That's exactly where we find ourselves. Both teams with the field goal. And to your point, the Beavers, you said they did it once. Now they've done it again.
And they did exactly what they did that first time. I mean, I think they have the confidence to know that, inside of the 10 or the 15-yard line, and when they're on defense, that they can do what they need to do to stop them. We're getting to the point, though, that I believe, if my overtime rules serve me correctly, they are required to score the touchdown and go for 2. There's no more kicking the field goal.
Well, no, you can kick a field goal. You just can't kick an extra point.
Okay, you can't kick the extra point.
Right, and the Beavers will be on defense here as you flip-flop back.
Flip-flop back.
So it'll be the Roadrunners on offense. Maybe there's an advantage to the Roadrunners because the Beavers have to play defense twice in a row, but I just can't get over that the play that Mason Kelly had. Somebody had to come up with a big play, and he knifed through and dropped the running back for a 4-yard loss, and that's exactly what they needed because that forced Cooper to throw on third down. He didn't throw. He ended up running it, but still, that forced a pass play on third down, and they had been running the ball so effectively up until then.
They really have. I mean, especially in the fourth quarter, they really started running the ball a lot more effectively than they did in periods throughout the first 3 quarters. So it was really nice to see the bend not break defense stand in there, hold it up, keep them to 3 points, and give themselves an opportunity to stay in this game.
And again, the 5-1 Butte College Roadrunners, the 1-5 American River College Beavers, both, as you mentioned earlier, 1-0 in conference play. And the Beavers will be on the road. Our last telecast will be on November 1st when Santa Rosa comes to town. Santa Rosa also a fine ball club. Beavers have lost 5 games. 4 of them are to teams inside the top 15 in the state. So a tough schedule, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is the fact that it's the Roadrunners first and 10, the ball in the 25. They got a huge play last time on first down, and there's going to be Raby trying to get through. And again, he gets to a situation where it looks like he was stopped, and he's going to get 12 yards, and we've got a flag coming up at the end of the play, and let's see what that is. That will obviously be critical here, but Raby, man, it looks like twice now that they had him stopped and bottled up, and he pulls out gains of over 10 yards.
Devin Williams in there to bring him to a stop, but we've got to figure out what that laundry on the field is.
Went right up after he was tackled, so. So we've got a hold on number 76. So that should take him back to the 25-yard line. Although the throw, he threw it, it might have been a point of foul. Point of...
I believe it was illegal hands by Colton Van Landingham for the Roadrunners.
Well, they're just going to take it back to the 25, and so it's a foul. He was holding, I think, at the where he was tackled, and that's why it's from there what they march it back.
There you go.
So there you go, and that will be, I think, again, play will not count. It'll be a first down. I guess the play counted, but it's still a first down because they got a first down. So we're back where we started, basically. They're going to hand it to Raby again. This time he's bottled up, and this time he's dropped. Finally, they dropped him, and the guy who it took so much, he dropped his helmet.
Big number 99, Braden Grover, losing his helmet but not losing the runner.
And that's the key part.
That's the key part, and held him to no gain.
Yeah, we mentioned his name a couple times in the first half, not so much lately, but that was a big play because it looked like for the third time in a row, Raby was going to be able to get out of the grasp and make a couple yards, and Grover said, no, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir, you're not going to. Second down, 11 yards to go, a loss of 1. And let's see, they're not going to spread anybody out to the left side. They have 2 out to the right side. Jeremiah Fernandez has 1, and there is Cooper is going to run. He's got a guy open. There's nobody in his way. Tight end has got it, and he's out of bounds. I don't know where exactly he went out of bounds. But he's all the way down inside the 5-yard line.
Beautiful catch by Ben Wheeler, the tight end out of Susanville, California. He's able to make the catch, pushed out of bounds over there by our guy, Isaac Estacio.
It looked like Cooper was running for his life. All of a sudden, he looks up the right side, and there's Wheeler. They're all by himself. And he gets the first down inside the 10, the ball at the 4-yard line. Timeout called by the Beavers. So they're going to reset again as they find themselves up against it again. And Cooper really running around. I don't know if Wheeler was his intended receiver, his number 1 target or priority target on that one. But he found Ben, and he was all by himself there going down the sideline, made it all the way inside the 5-yard line and set up the Roadrunners after penalties and defensive plays. Looked like it was favoring the Beavers a little bit.
Well, it's a good play for the tight end, Ben Wheeler, to keep his eyes back in the backfield to kind of see what his quarterback is doing. And it looked like he actually kind of came back to his quarterback a little bit to give him a lane to throw in. I don't think that was the design play. That could have been the 3rd or 4th option. But he came back to the ball, and it worked out in the Roadrunners' benefit. And here we are, again, with the Beavers on defense with the ball inside the 10-yard line. first and goal, so they've
Yeah.
got to do their thing. They've got to show us. They got to show it again that they can bend and not break.
At the 3-yard line, and I think if I'm the Roadrunners, I'm going to say I'm going to just keep running this ball. I'm not going to try anything. Yeah, I'm just going to send Raby or Calhoun, whoever I bring in. I'm going to just send him up the middle or send Cooper up the middle, and just going to run this ball and try to force it in the end zone because we've kind of dallied around a little bit and it hasn't worked for us. So here we go, second
watch out for
overtime.
Cooper.
23-23, second overtime. Cooper in the backfield, taking the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to hand it off. And there's nothing but open ground in front of Raby, and he goes in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a nice play design by the Roadrunners. Nobody there to touch him, able to walk in for the score. And now they're going to have to go for 2.
Yeah, 29-23, but they need to go for 2. Obviously, this critical play. If the Beavers can also punch it in the second overtime. They've had a little bit of rest, that offense for the Beavers, so let's see if it stands them in good stead because, of course, the Butte College defense has had the rest too. Ball in the 3-yard line, 29-23. We're in the second overtime here from Beaver Stadium, and the Roadrunners trying to capitalize and go up by 8. Cooper's going to throw. He's got a tight end open, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So they moved the tight end over. That's Cunahan, who had a touchdown earlier. They moved him over, Stones, and once the fake was made, he was all by himself.
Yeah, Cunahan was literally all by himself over there, and it was the motion up front that really kind of threw the Beavers off, and he was lost in translation, able to walk that in for a 2-yard score.
So second overtime, the Butte College Roadrunners do what they needed to do. They score and put the 2-point conversion on top of that, and now the Beavers, well, they know what they have to do, Stones, and they have to score and they have to get the 2-point conversion. But first things first, first down at the ball on the 25-yard line for Frank Curry, Nathan Crawford, Tamel Horton, and the rest of the Beavers.
They put the ball in the end zone twice. They can do it a third time.
Anderson out to the right side. He's got one-on-one coverage. Let's see what Curry wants to try. He's handing it off to Crawford. Crawford breaks through, but good secondary tackling, and I think Nathan will get a gain of about 4 yards.
Jonah Flowers on the stop there for the Roadrunners.
So it brings up a second down and about 6 yards to go, maybe a little right inside, maybe the 22-yard line, so maybe 7 yards to go as the Beavers come up with the Curry in the shotgun. Tamel Horton to his left and Nathan Crawford behind him. Except for a short appearance by Elijah Gutierrez, that's been the backfield for the Beavers today. Curry's going to hand it off again to Crawford. Again, he looks like he's got a nice hole. He gets down inside the 20. He might get down to about the 19 or 18. And Stones, you think that they're running the ball? They know that it's a 4-down territory.
Yeah.
So they can go ahead and run the ball on second down if they want to. It's not going to be third down or bust.
Well, I think they're going to do exactly what they've done best all game long. 160 rushing yards by the Beavers, so they're going to stick with the rushing game.
And to your point, I would expect to see Curry hold on to it one of the first 2 times because that's been really successful for him. Remember, you're against a team that's only giving up 70 yards on the ground a game. The Beavers more than twice that, but they're down by 8 here in the second overtime. Curry on third down, turns and hands it off. Again, Crawford trying to get some room. He does got some room. He's down inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. What an impressive run by Nathan Crawford, first down Beavers.
Got himself a first down. That was extremely important, and unfortunately on the play, Jeremiah Johnson comes limping off the field. A huge defensive force for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, you'll see that guy next year playing some football on Saturdays too, and it won't be at community college. He is off the field for a play, at least a play. Jaden Anderson goes out to the left. Torres comes spread wide right. Beavers with Crawford in the backfield along with Tamel Horton. And they will hand it to Nathan again. He's got a little bit of hole. He's get down inside the 5 to the 4. And to your point about the Roadrunner, Stones, I say, you got to give credit because the Beavers front 5 are really opening up some holes for Nathan Crawford.
They really are. And they've played well all game long. Like I said, I don't think we've mentioned them enough, but now that we're talking about them, let's just point it out that they've really created some nice holes, some really good running lanes, and they've been able to exploit that here on the at the ARC side.
So Crawford's put up some good yardage here lately. And it looks like Jalen Suggs, the tight end, is coming in, and we might have a timeout here. for the Beavers. Tie down for Butte College. So we've got second down, the ball on the 3-yard line, so second and goal to go. Actually, I thought they could get a first down. Yeah, they can get a first down, so it's 2nd and 2 with the ball on the 3. And so the Beavers can still get that first down. But, they've come out here, and they really haven't tried anything mysterious. It's been Crawford, Crawford, Crawford.
And that's what they did in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth. I mean, they just have been able to pound the ball, and then what they lull them into sleep. And then what happens? There's a little play action, a little swing pass, something along those lines, and bam, you find pay dirt.
But to your point earlier, and you named this before the game even started, Curry was much more of a ball handler than he has been lately. In the first half, he did a lot of options and stuff like that, and they were largely pretty effective. But he has turned it over to Crawford for the most part here, especially in this second overtime period. And Nathan has picked up 22 yards already, and then we need 3 more to go. We're back after the timeout, second down. 2 yards to go. They've got Jalen Suggs is set over to the right side here. In tight. Big tight end out of Placer High School. They're giving it to Horton, and Horton scoots into the end zone for the touchdown. So Crawford had got their attention. Damel Horton, running back for a day, comes up with a big touchdown. The Beavers are within 2, and now you turn your attention to what needs to happen.
Absolutely. There's a little bit of misdirection for you that allows you to slide right into the end zone. But here, the most important play of all is the 2-point conversion.
31-29, Horton with his first touchdown. Crawford does all the work and probably took all the attention on that play, and Horton scoots through. So here are the Beavers. They are lined up the same as they've been lined up for the most part, although they are double wide receiver to the right with Torres and Anderson. Jaden is out wide. Roadrunners show a little bit of pressure, and they turn around and hand off to Crawford. He tries to get through, and he is down at the 1-yard line, and that is the ball game. Nathan Crawford ends up 1 yard short. We've got a penalty on the play, but I thought the game was over. Let's see. There's a penalty flag that went up. I don't know how that could affect the game. Let's see. But Crawford was down at the 1-yard line.
So
I think that might be against the Beavers somehow.
Depending on who that against, if it's against the Beavers, Jonah Flowers just made the biggest tackle for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, he has been an excellent player. Led him in tackles all season long. The linebacker out of Valley Vista High School in Surprise, Arizona, has come up big. The 2-point conversion is a yard short, and that is your ball game. Our final score, Butte College 31, American River College 29. It took 2 overtime stones, but Butte College improves to 6-1.
I mean, this was just a really good game by both squads. It's unfortunate it has to end this way. A game like this you never want to see end like that, unfortunately. But I really think that Coach O has a lot to build off of here. And this is just the start of something really, really nice here in conference play for the Beavers.
Yeah, Frank Curry, I think, played very well as the quarterback. He showed he belongs in that spot. Nathan Crawford ran the ball well. The new guy, Horton, runs in the touchdown. The defense played well. I mean, the score is 31-29. People are going to look at that and think the defenses didn't play well. But as you and I said in the second half, both defenses coming up big. And as you point out, Jonah Flowers comes up with the big play, the tackle at the 1-yard line. So let's take a short break, come back and wrap this one up on the Beavers postgame show. Our final score, Butte College 31, American River 29. We're back with a wrap-up right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. Everybody filing off the field after a classic. Stones, it's the first time we've done a game in these positions, and we picked a really good one.
Oh, man, I'm so glad I was able to come back from vacation to visit you, buddy. I really am,
That's
man.
the important part, yeah.
But no, this was a really, really good game. Well played on both sides outside of the turnovers. And, we can talk all we want about the penalties. The penalties are something that have been obviously in effect on the Beavers all year long. and it was another effect today. But the way the defenses played for both sides, I'm not sure it really matters. It was just really good football all the way around today.
Yeah, let's give credit to Lane Garner of Butte College and Landon Richardson of the Beavers, the kickers, both with 3 field goals, and both really coming out big when their team needed them. Because, I mean, those are 41, 46 yarders, 39 yarders. They put them right through. And the big play, as you said, by Jonah Flowers to stop Nathan Crawford for that 2-point conversion. But the Beavers fell down, remember, 14-0. It seems like a long time ago, but they went down 14-0. I said, Stones, what are they going to do? They're going to start passing. You go, well, they'll go with the short passes. So they threw a short pass, and you lulled me to sleep, and then a 63-yard bomb by Curry to Jaden Anderson. Got a turnover, got back to 14-14, and from then on, it's just been kind of a tug-of-war since 14-14 to ending up 31-29.
Back and forth affair, I think, on all sides, and we absolutely – oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it was a back and forth affair on both sides, and offensively, defensively, special teams. Everybody played their roles today and played them really, really well. I'm not shocked, but happily surprised at how well the Beavers threw the ball today. They had almost 100 yards in the air today, and it really seemed like they didn't throw the ball at all. Yeah. So to have that many passing yards in a game where you probably had 7, 8, 9 attempts total, that's pretty impressive. And they kept themselves in the game by utilizing it when they needed it.
Beavers come up with a big game. I mean, they played very well. They came out on the short end of the stick. They're going to face another tough opponent next week. They'll be on the road. They'll go to Rockland and take on Sierra College, and then come back here on our final broadcast, 1 o'clock on November the 1st, taking on Santa Rosa. So, yeah, Beavers did not play like a 1-5 team. They played like the team we thought they were. They ran up against a really good ball club who made the plays they needed to make to win the game, but nobody's hanging their head low on this one as Butte comes out with a 31-29 win. Stones, great working with you. Thanks so much for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. The game was a great game. Didn't end out the way we wanted to, but both teams played very, very well. We thank Riley. We thank Logan. We thank everybody who helped us out. Stones McCoy, well done. Mark the Panel Low saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.